Holy shit. C, thank you for the 24 or the 40 months. Fuck me. And Tam Maker, thank you for the 21 months. My bad. Dorf, thank you for the 8 months.
I had to resubscribe after seeing WT concern.
Can we get a Hamson in chat? What a ridiculous emote. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How we all doing? Thank you, Nernfern, for the follow. Gremlo, thank you for the follow. Shouts out Gremlo. Can you shout out Gremlo in chat? Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for being here. Bong Jared. Thank you for the 37 months. Or sorry, wait. Thank you for the gifted sub. Why did it say 37? Wait, I'm so confused. Thank you. I don't know. Whatever. Nothing worth. Thank you for the follow. Tone, thank you for the 19 months. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I'm in chat. Hope you're doing super well. Thank you, Loy Roy. How you doing? How we doing, fam? How we doing, fam? Sorry for the peak. I really got to figure that shit out. I got to figure out the mic peaking situation. All my homies hate toxic gooners. Oh, bro. You get tired of them when they're in your fucking replies all day. Is that viral tweet, Ham? What's up, Kendra? How you doing? What's up, brother? Hey, listen. Well, what, guys? Give us some time to ease into it. Fuck, man. Give us some time to ease into it. Let's chill for a minute, okay? We'll chill for a minute. I'll explain everything. I will.
Late, you're late.
Yeah, I know. I was shitting, bro. I was shitting hard.
Where were you taking a fat shit?
Yes.
Yeah, sniff, sniff, motherfucker.
Oh my god. We absolutely are going to turn off TTS at some point tonight. Fuck me. Welcome to the Talk Jua podcast. Appreciate y'all being here. Not gonna lie, that's some straight facts, bro. I took like a 15-minute shit before stream started. Saw your tweet on Hassan's channel. Oh god. We don't need. It's already. I was mad. Okay, I was just mad, and I tweeted. And now it's in a Philip DeFranco video. Believe me, this is doing nothing for my career. It really isn't. Right? Like, I'm really genuinely just fucking, like, I was just angry. I'm gonna talk about it. Let's see. No, for real, like. God, all right, give me. I'll talk about it when I have the opportunity to. Right though. All right, listen, folks. There's plenty to say and plenty of time to say it. Gamersubs flavor incoming soon. Fuck yeah! Use code HEM and checkout. Let's go. My Jewish homie texted me like, "Don't you watch this, dude?" Yeah. And then what else did he say? Ham flavor for real? No. 9/11, Auschwitz. Okay, come on. Jesus Christ. Like, gonna wait for Ham to do the intro song first. Chat. I'm not doing the intro song. I don't want to. Oh, can we, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Does this work? Wait a second. What's a good, Ched, what's a good emote that I could do this with? Maybe Ched cool, and then maybe this. I don't know what emote to use for it, but I added a zero with emote called wanking. Guys, I don't want to do the intro song today. I don't. Do the song Coward. Bro, I'm literally like not set up for it. I'm not set up for it. I'm not. Applemar, thank you for the 45 months. Today's not the day. Please, another day. Bro, how you gonna fucking gigantify an emote, but the emote is Ched poor? You spent money to say louder in chat that you're poor. Gotta love that. Oh, get Ched wanking in chat. I think that's a good way of doing it for sure. Or Ched egg would probably be a good one too. I don't know, man. I don't make the rules here. You make bad financial decisions. Hey, you and me both, brother. You and me both. What's up, y'all? How we doing? How we doing today? How we doing today? How you doing? Oh shit! Did my camera turn off? Hi, Tiny. Track. Oh, here we go. Jesus fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, there's a lot of cameras going on right now. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, hi. Wide is back. It's not wide, it just
Coming
follows.
soon. Ham Cheddar presents ham and cheddar flavored gamer subs. Get some lunch in your cup.
Yeah, honestly though, one in chat if you drink. I don't know.
Sniff my tits. Tweet about my balls and make them famous. Ham. Tweet about my nipples and give me clout, motherfucker. Tweet about my fat ass and get me Philip D. Franco. Suck my ass, dry fucker. Tweet about my taint and make America sniff, bitch. Jork in my pee-pee. Slap my ass as I fart loud, like my anus dry. Flick my nipples. Couch on my mama neck.
Roar wanted to get one in early. Yeah, for sure. Make America sniff again. TTS is the reason I turn off stream? No, it's not. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
A reading from the Lectito Divinitatus. I continue to slip and slide my hands across his muscular plain body.
This isn't going to be long. It's not going to be up for long.
Aroused by the minute. Soon my cock is fully engorged and pushing hard against my jeans, aching to be unleashed. As my hands
we do have to get it out now.
And lower,
all right.
I can hear Keith start to moan quietly. Clearly, enjoying the sensation of my human touch. Do you like that? I ask, my breathing heavy and my mind tense with gay lust. Pop 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 pop.
We do need to get it out now, honestly, like, because we're gonna get pretty serious in here tonight. Okay, like full disclosure, we are gonna get pretty serious in here tonight. So, if this is what you guys need, if you need to get it out of your system, I mean, now is the time. It really is. I mean, we'll put a bookend. We'll put 2 bookends on this shit tonight for sure. So
I'm going to hell for this, but new from Gamer Subs, featuring ham and cheddar Auschwitz ashes. Get it while it's hot.
Now that's foul, dude. Come on, man. Someone said matzo ball soup would be a good flavor. Like, I think that I would, if I was on that level of clout, then that would probably be the route that I would go. You know, that would probably be the route that I would go 100%. But Jesus Christ, dude. Like, time and place, guys. Holy fuck, man. I can't, dude. I can't. Pink lemonade flamingo flavor. He said juice. Oh shit. Well, he still said Auschwitz. Like, come on. Dolly just DM'd me and she said my CTS should be more expensive. It should. It should, and I probably will make it more expensive in the future. Today, I'm leaving it where it is right now because it's not staying on for like a good portion of our discussion tonight.
Autistic? I had to make an appointment.
Oh my god! Fuck! Are we crushing rats today or roaches? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Holla at me would be good. No, I don't think so. I like the matzo ball soup suggestion was good. This is all tentative. Not tentative. It's not even tentative. This is all what's the word I'm looking for? It's all in a video game.
Yeah, tweeting my CPAP machine. Lulu. See how many morons come out to say shitty things in response. Poo. Also, Capri Sun Poppy's tweet made it into a Kotaku article.
I seen it. I spoke with Capri earlier today. But yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Just stop. This is like, see this right here, all of this, everything that's happening right now is like, I feel like case in point, like why we haven't been able to have any serious discussion on this stream.
I need to get this out of my system. Fuck my butt, inhale my bulgogi flaps. My nipples are long like hung salami. Suck them dry because mommy needs a milking. Okay, now serious time?
Too cheap at this point.
I am not your father. I am infertile.
It is. I'm
The
gonna put the
Empire
price
will
up.
suffer my conk.
Not
Don't
tonight,
worry.
but I'm gonna put it up. Maybe for next stream. Same thing happened with your last viral tweet. My last viral tweet was a year ago now, about a year ago. It's serious stream. I mean, for the most part, yes. For the most part, yeah. My conk don't work. All right. Let's put a pause on all of that. Okay. And let's start with this. Okay. No, seriously, let's all put on our serious faces for a moment. For a few moments, for a while tonight. Okay. And if you're not here for that discussion, then I'll be back on Thursday playing Mario Party, the new one. Be cool, everyone. Be cool. I have to start by saying it's nerve-wracking to even put myself in this position right now, but yeah, here we are. At least I, washed my hair today, I guess is all I have to say. How's it going, big man? It's going all right. How's it going with you guys? Before we even go any further, like on a serious note, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going? It's Tuesday, I'll sit here confused but nodding with everyone else so no one thinks I'm stupid. Hey, that's fine. That's okay. That's honestly, that's the least I can ask for. No nerves, dude. Speak. Well, it's hard. You tell that to my lungs. It's hard to breathe. I'm on vacation. It might be because I hairsprayed before and I inhaled some of it by accident, and then I kind of hacked up a lung in the bathroom. I'll be real. Yesterday was quite rough. Was it? Had a big patty melt with butter pecan milkshake and fries. Whataburger? That sounds good. Madness is pounding on the walls of my mind. That's a lyric. That's a bar right there. My girlfriend may be getting a job finally after a year, so I'm stoked right now. Hell yeah, dude. Put her to work, dude. I missed it. Can money help? Well, here's the thing. Money can always help, okay? That's all I'm going to do is point to that. Yeah, Dolly's been trolling him hard. She has. Now your lungs will stay in place. I didn't even think about it that way. That's true. Yeah, my lungs are gonna have significant hold for sure. Madness is pounding on the walls of my pussy. Let's start with this. Put a 1 in chat if you've ever watched a little TV series called Band of Brothers. Gotcha, Bebop. Thank you for the 5 subs. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for clicking the simp button. Sharpie. 1 in chat if you ever watched it. If you haven't seen Band of Brothers, I really recommend you watch it. Thank you. Gotcha. It's got a lot of famous people in it, like current famous people. So yeah, I recommend it. Okay. If you haven't, Band of Brothers is it's a TV series from early 2000s. I don't know, when is it? War stuff is gay. Okay. It's about World War II. It's about World War II, and it's about the Akibo. Thank you for the 5 subs. It's about thank you your name up there. The simp button. It's about the 101st Airborne is an airborne unit that went behind the enemy lines on D-Day, and then all of their everything they did during World War II in the European campaign. Akibo, thank you for the 5. So in that show, Band of Brothers is the weirdest episode of Friends I've ever seen. Yo, that's actually hilarious and true. HBO War Shows is fantastic. It was really, really good. Very, very highly rated. I would recommend watching it. Binged it years ago. It really hit the feels. Not even a military or war guy. Yes, it's even if war is not your thing, in media, then I'd still recommend watching it because it was very good. And I think it was the second to last episode of Band of Brothers. They are fighting their way through Europe, and at one point, this division of American soldiers comes across what we now know was a concentration camp. I don't remember if they were specific on what concentration camp it was, but it was very graphic. And I wrestled with the idea of showing you guys the clip from that on this stream, and I promise I'm making a point here. I promise. Yeah, the concentration camp episode. If you didn't cry, if you didn't feel any emotion from it, then I'm sorry, but you're not a fucking human being. It was fucked. It was really bad. They come across the concentration camp, and they're stationed in an adjacent town, and they basically start trying to go and help these people that have been imprisoned and dying, and there's just dead people everywhere. It was a concentration camp that basically was left behind by the Nazis, but the Jews were still in there. They they left them behind, and then they basically went to go liberate the concentration camp. And during that scene, there's a part where they go into a German baker in the nearby town to get bread to feed these people. And I'll show you that part right now, because that's not as graphic. So here it is. This is from Band of Brothers. I don't know why it's so quiet. Hello? Hold on one second.
Take it off. Check the back and shut up. Sagen Sie Ihren Leuten, Sie sollen das sofort wieder zurückbringen. Das soll das Brot augenblicklich wieder zurückgehen. Sie sollen das sofort wieder zurückbringen. Das gehört uns hier. Shut up, you Nazi fuck. Ich bin kein Nazi. Ich bin kein Nazi. Not a Nazi. My mistake, you fat fucking prick. How about a human being? You one of those? Or are you gonna tell me that you never smelled the fucking stench? Töten Sie mich nicht, bitte. Bitte töten Sie mich nicht. Ich verstehe nicht, was Sie da sagen. Webby says he doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Now, there's a lot that we need to discuss tonight, okay? There's a whole lot that we need to kind of have a conversation about, I think. And I think that the moral of the story that I really want people to take away from this is that if it looks like genocide and it smells like genocide, then it's probably fucking genocide. Okay? This is the point that I want to fucking drive home to you guys, right? And I think that there's a lot of people out there who sit on the fence about this in the way that they speak, right? And I say that specifically because there's a lot of people who sit on the fence about it because they don't have a platform, they don't have a way of discussing it, and they just shut the fuck up about it. And to those people, I don't really have a lot of criticism, right? But if you have a platform and you have a lot to say and a lot of people to say it to, then sitting on the fence about genocide is kind of an interesting way to go about things. Let's go. I'm glad you're this way. Well, let's get him off the screen here. So we'll start with Philip DeFranco, because he'll just kind of give you a little rundown on what specifically has happened at this point.
Actually, the first thing that we're going to talk about today was one of the most requested stories. It's another YouTuber, Twitch streamer that's out there apologizing, and that's a guy by the name of Asmongold. Because you've got tons of people pissed off at this guy, tons of people calling for him to be banned, and that's because during a live stream yesterday, he started talking about Israel and Palestine, and he said about Palestinians.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to.
It's just as hard to hear it the second time around, or I mean, I guess the fourth or fifth time around now, but it's just as hard to hear it
everything
again.
Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
So unsurprisingly, we have tons outraged online, people saying he's actively advocating for genocide, tons of people comparing his comments to Nazi rhetoric.
Bro, this is straight up 1-to-1 what Nazi said about Jewish people.
It is. I mean, did you guys? Here's a more probably watched piece of media. Who saw Inglourious Bastards? Who saw that? One in chat if you saw Inglourious Bastards, and you heard about when Hans Lando in the beginning scene was talking to the French dairy farmer and equating Jews to rats. That you don't understand why you hate them, but you do. And you wouldn't invite one in to have a glass of your delicious milk. You're hiding Jews onto your floorboards. You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not? Yeah. So, I only bring that up. Maybe that's not a good one-to-one example, but very Hitler-esque way of talking. Very Nazi rhetoric type discussion.
Like the most right-wing approach to this conversation. This is insane. I don't think he understands like how unimaginably up this statement is.
And this, as others responded with things like, you live in the United States, skid mark. Genocide is actually baked into the laws of your own country. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, you
calling him a skid mark. You know what? It takes a short man to go for the low hanging fruit. Okay, so we're not going to do that.
Greasy fucking freak, as well as deserves to be perma-banned off Twitch for this. The level of moral depravity to say this shit, I don't even understand how it's possible. Right, and there are tons of people pointing to Twitch's terms of service that his comments may have broken, and others thinking that a Twitch ban isn't even enough in terms of repercussions. With people pointing to his OTK network and saying things like, if I were an OTK, I would leave the org so fast as long as he is one of the owners. Adding, I'm not crazy about deplatforming people, but we just watched a bunch of human beings get burned alive, and this miserable piece of shit is calling them inferior. Now with all this, for his part, Asmongold actually ended up calling in to Hassan's stream and criticized him where they discussed all of this.
That did happen, and we'll watch little bits of that, or we'll try to. I mean, I guess Philip DeFranco shows it in this, like the parts of that conversation, but there's more to unpack. I just don't know if I want to go through the whole Hassan video.
It's a conversation going a few hours long, going back and forth in the context of cultural values and what calling a culture inferior means. And so I'll link to the whole thing in the description. You had them.
Tara, I agree.
You don't think that I support Israel, do you?
I don't, but I think
Okay,
that no, I don't think you support Israel, but I think you saying
no, I
that
don't.
like Palestinians are.
Pause for 1 second. Hassan showed an incredible amount of restraint in this conversation, in like a huge fucking way. Like the amount of patience that he had in this conversation with Asmongold, to not blow his fucking top too and lose his mind over it. Was pretty admirable, I would say. Bloodwax, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Let him talk.
Palestinians are immoral or evil or have an evil, antiquated culture or are barbaric is not only ahistorical
and then doubles down on it.
I do think that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you're wrong.
I don't know, man. Like, how can you be in support of a culture that tells people that they can't be who they want to be?
It's not defensible.
He sounded really. Never mind.
But I think most people, including like the gay Palestinians or queer Palestinians or queer Lebanese people, understand that there is no room for advocating for civil liberties in your own domestic policies when you are escaping bombings. But when you start talking about like inferior cultures, that sets up the opportunity for historically at least, dehumanization, and also it justifies a lot of the atrocities that those people end up experiencing.
But then all of that leading to later that night, Asmongold walking back some of his original comments on X. Writing, looking back on it,
Asmon's right. He doesn't know, man. Yeah, he doesn't know. I'm gonna read this too. Looking back, this is his apology later that evening, and I like someone pointed this out on Twitter was that is that it's kind of a pattern with Asmongold where he will like have a conversation about something on his stream where he has really no business talking about it. And then he will get called on a Hassan stream. He'll do some damage control, and then he'll, basically put out a video saying that he got canceled on Twitter and blah, blah, blah. And then the whole thing will just kind of happen again. Maybe this time it feels a little bit different because he actually did get banned on Twitch. We'll get to that.
I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing. My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have
my bad.
their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive. You guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. I'll do better. But given the situation, how things went down, not a ton of people are buying it. Right, among other things, saying he's only doing this to save face amid calls for him to get banned or removed from OTK. Others saying the most reflection you can do is, quote, my bad. There's no sugarcoating this. You wholeheartedly agree with the principles of Nazism. Log off. Also, going back to that note on people calling for him to get banned, actually, as I was recording today's show, he got banned from Twitch. Though notably, one, it was described as a temporary ban, and two, it was the specific Zach Roar channel, and Asmongold has several channels on Twitch. So as the situation is developing in real time, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts with all this? Whether it be specifically about his disgusting comments, his apology, or the bans or the calls for them. But then, shifting gears, we're gonna talk about—
Okay, we're not gonna shift gears. But I'm glad you asked, Philip DeFranco, what my opinion is on this, because I do have one. In fact, you showed my tweet in your video, so thanks for that. I appreciate it. 14-day ban. Oh, it's 14 days? That's a lot. That's kind of crazy. Red Gold 2K, thank you for the follow. And also, it's worth mentioning, by the way, that if you get banned on one account on Twitch, you cannot even appear on any other stream, whether it's your stream or any other. So you can't appear on Twitch. So he is banned everywhere on Twitch for 14 days. If it even lasts that long, we'll see. Is it a lot? 14 days? 14 days is 14 days to clean his house is that comment goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. And again, I don't want to take the low-hanging fruit route here. Okay, so let's back up for a minute. Okay, let's start over. I don't know how many of you are well versed on the occupation, apartheid, genocide, and I'm not using sensational language at all, going on in Palestine right now. I'm not sure how many of you are up to speed on the situation, and maybe hopefully tonight we can bring some of you up to speed on the situation through the lens of my eyes, right? And I come to you having this discussion as a Jew, as a Jewish person who was bar mitzvahed, who was raised on a Jewish education, and who was fed a fuckload of fucking lies in my entire lifetime about the situation, right? Seen people banned for longer for less, which sucks. Yeah, consistency is not Twitch's strong point for sure. I'm sure most of us know a lot about it. I'm not sure that a lot of you do. I'm not sure that a lot of you do, and I can't be sure of that, which is why I can't take like a, such a ham-fisted, so to speak, approach on the situation. I really need to kind of ease into it a little bit more gently. Just got here. Did Asmongold finally go over the deep end with those fumes from his room? I don't know. The fumes might have had something to do with it. I'm not looking at your relevant video right now. I'm naive as piss. Well, that's good. That's good. We can teach you, and we can teach you through the eyes of somebody who has been fed all the propaganda. I'm too informed. Well, that's also good. Me, thanks to Hassan, I know the truth now. Learned a lot since last year. I'm glad you guys are trying to at least keep up a little bit. Because there's no word to describe the situation in Palestine, in the Middle East in general, because it's not even just limited to Palestine anymore, because now Lebanon is getting fucking bombed to shit. Like a lot of people like to frame the situation as complex.
Shade juice,
Right.
shade juice.
Thank you, poorly wet pineapple. They're gonna give you a very like they're gonna call it complex. And I don't know how deep I want to go into like the history of the region. I do think that at a certain point you guys have a responsibility to educate yourselves, but I mean, goddamn, the fucking how do how do I condense the last 70 something, like 78 years into a 2-sentence conversation about this? I can't believe people are mad and invalidating you because you had pronouns. Well, here's the thing. Everyone has pronouns, whether they like it or not. Brits are at fault as usual. That's the current day Brits are not at fault, but the British mandate for Palestine did kind of kick things off a little bit. It got so much worse than pronouns as well. Oh yeah, for sure. You may refer to me as my full name alone. People who say that I don't have pronouns, I mean, I guess that's the way they want to be referred to. We don't diss Brits here. Well, we diss the British mandate here for Palestine, or the end of the British mandate for Palestine, which basically in 1948, that whole region, the Levant, or what is currently known as modern-day Israel, was basically given to the Jews as a Jewish homeland vis-a-vis the concept of Zionism. Stinky Barrel, thank you for the 55 months. I appreciate that. And Badgerland Bandit, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Post Balfour seems okay. So regardless, I want to like give you like my best representation without being like too sensationalist, you know? Maybe dumb, but what the fuck is Zion? Zion or Zion is it's just the region. It's another way of referring to the place, a homeland for Jews, right? Which is now considered to be what modern day Israel is. In any case, the concept of Zionism did not start in 1948 when Israel was established. It started in the 1800s by a guy named Theodor Herzl, and I don't think that originally it really was meant to necessarily be Palestine, but the whole concept of Zionism is actually born out of like a decent idea, which is the fact that the Jews need like, you know, a safe haven for themselves from all the discrimination they were facing, which, you know, was then just proven even more correct by the Holocaust, which did happen. Channel 5 did a decent job of a large overview covering the topic. There's a Geography Now video that did a really good job of it too. That came out a few years ago. But in any case, I don't want to get too deep into the lore of what happened post 1948. But basically, the land was supposedly given to the Jews. It was really taken. And it was settled by people who were not from there, and a lot of land was stolen, and a lot of people were displaced, and a lot of homes were stolen, a lot of people were killed, a lot of people were injured, a lot of people fled. This Is My Land music video. What is that? Holocaust and subsequent pogroms that happened in the Soviet Union, Eastern Europe during the authoritarian communist regimes. Yeah, Jews were persecuted for a very long time. It's true. If you've ever been to Israel/Palestine, you know how much propaganda both sides are fed. Not only hate the other side's leaders, but the civilians and innocent people too. Shit's crazy. Yeah, well, okay, I'm one of those people, and that's kind of the perspective that I bring to this, right? Like, I'm not going to give you a Hassan level of understanding of the history, right? Even though I like to think that I have a decent understanding of the history, but I'm not as good at explaining things as someone like he would be. But yeah, I do suppose World War II Jews were allowed to return home, or some country moved to instead of Zionism. Hopefully this isn't an overstep. Well, call Capri. No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to call Capri here. I just want to be able to give you my perspective. And I think that the best way to do that is to look at a tweet that I posted just about a year ago. And I'm just going to read it to you. And here it is. So let me zoom in for our fellow readers in chat. In January of 2017, I snapped this photo. It's down here. This right here is the Gaza Strip. I don't know why I snapped it at the time, but something in my brain told me to save this image. I stood there looking at the view across a beautiful meadow, what our tour guides described as the enemy. And I'm not even joking. They literally called them our enemies, right? I remember feeling confused. I was 24, fresh out of college. I had no enemies. I had just spent 7 days going around Israel, all the way from Mount Hermon, which is in the north, by the Sea of Galilee, to a kibbutz in the Negev, which is the desert area in the south of Israel. I was introduced to loads of new friends, food, and a culture that was so welcoming and familiar to me because of my upbringing as a Jew. I was on a birthright trip, a free trip to Israel that is entirely funded by donors and the government. I had a great and memorable time. I fell in love with Israel. I fell for it all. Just a few days prior to this photo being taken, I sat in a classroom in Jerusalem where I was lectured for a few hours on the conflict with Palestinians. They went on about the first and second intifada. They showed us gruesome images of innocent Israelis murdered. They made it clear who they wanted us to hate. I stood there overlooking that meadow with Gaza in the distance on January 18, 2017. We stood at the Black Arrow Monument. It stood there to commemorate the actions of the IDF and the memory of 8 Israelis killed in battle. But the details they gave us on that battle were foggy. Operation Black Arrow was carried out in Gaza in 1955 as a retaliation for one Israeli civilian being killed. For that one death, they killed 38 Egyptians and wounded countless more. It set the stage for Israel's reputation for harsh and unbalanced responses. I want you to keep that in mind. Harsh and unbalanced responses. I looked this info up on the bus on the way to a nearby town for dinner. I remember feeling this sinking feeling that I was only given one side of the story. Not just being in Israel for birthright, but growing up with a Jewish education going to Hebrew school. We were only ever taught one way of thinking. We were brainwashed from childhood to believe that we were the peacemakers and they were the attackers. I knew in the back of my mind that the existence of Israel was inherently problematic, but I allowed it to be clouded by a culture and language that I grew to love for a good amount of time after birthright. But as my presence on the internet grew, so did my awareness of the perspectives of those who were on the other side of this. People having their homes taken from them, people displaced, people humiliated, people killed in cold blood, some bad people, but overwhelmingly innocent people. The hardest pill to swallow for me is that I made Israel part of my identity since birthright, all to come to understand that Israel's been the oppressor. Over a year ago, I made a tweet longer, and this is 2 years ago now, about taking down my Israeli flag in my apartment. I talked about it sending the wrong message on stream. I still heavily identified with being ethnically Jewish, but we all hopefully have come to understand that Zionism is not the same as Judaism. I hope that we can also learn that anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. I don't think that I will ever go back to Israel. I may lose friends I made and a small piece of me that I identified with for a long time, but I don't think that I'm owed that piece of me as much as others are owed their land, lives, and peace of mind. My birthright's far less valuable than people's rights to live peacefully. If this message is for anyone, it's for Jews that are so convinced that the world wants another Holocaust that they're willing to turn a blind eye to one child being killed every 10 minutes. Yes, anti-Semitism exists, but supporting genocide and apartheid makes it worse. Open your minds, step out of your shoes. Also, I'm sorry for staying silent on this till now. And I'm sorry for not talking about this a lot since then. Since I posted this, because this was about a year ago now. This is last Thanksgiving, roughly. Just about, like, I think early November. Obviously, I'm better at coming up with things to say when I write them down than I am when I speak my mind on them. But, like, I was kind of forced into that yesterday because when Asmongold said what he said... it struck such a nerve with me. Like, it struck such a heavy fucking nerve with me that, like, I really feel like I needed to say something. And again, like, I want to be very clear with my tweet, that I'm scared to, like, just open another tab of Twitter because I feel like I'm going to see some horrible shit because people have been getting on my fucking case about this. Sorry, I'm just going to pull up the tweet right now. So... When I tweeted this yesterday, I was kind of seeing red, dude. And I want to be very clear, like I don't just immediately fucking hate everybody in OTK because of this. What did Asmon say? Do you want me to play it again? Well, I'll try to pick apart the things that he said, and explain why I was really bad.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing.
It's so hard to listen to, man. It really is.
They kill as many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
In all ways, bro. In all ways. Who's going to tell Asmund there's murder of gay people in the Bible? True. Oh, that's not even allowed. But yes, you're right. Okay, let's take this one sentence at a time here at what he said, and I'll explain why it pisses me off so much.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people,
that is the definition of genocide, which right-wing grifters love to like hop on definitions as ways of classifying things. They're like let's pull out the dictionary and start having a conversation about what Merriam-Webster has to say about this, okay? Okay, systematic killing of people, sure.
They have genocide built into Sharia law
right
now.
They have genocide built into Sharia law right now. And like as soon as he said that, that was when I was like, bro, why are you not playing fucking World of Warcraft right now? Why are you not playing Final Fantasy, whatever the fuck right now? Why can't you go back and play Baldur's Gate, fucking whatever the fuck, and just stop having a conversation about this? Because obviously you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? Do you think you should listen to a dude who lives in a fucking pigsty? Hey man, hey, it takes one to know one, okay? All right, this is the conversation about Asmongold living in squalor is absolutely not something that I can shit on him for, because as you know, there is currently a roach resort and casino in my fucking kitchen. Okay? In fact, I'd love to go toe to toe with Asmund for who has more roaches in their apartment or house or whatever. We can have a conversation about that another time. So we're not even going to go down that road. Like, and it's not even, it doesn't even fucking help, right? Because as soon as you start attacking the person for who they are and what, and their life and just how they look, you know, how they live, that's when you know you lose, right? Because you're not arguing the point. You're arguing, you're not arguing anything, you know? Being in New York is roach hard mode. It is. I will definitely say that. I have a roach handicap for sure. They're playing blackjack in his microwave right now. You're not a multimillionaire. It's fine. Well, if I could pay people to clean my apartment regularly, I would. I'll tell you that much. So gift subs. Anyways, the difference is you're trying to remove them, but he just doesn't care. Forget the roaches, okay? Forget about the roaches for a moment, okay? He said that they have genocide built into Sharia law. They, in this case, he is referring to as Palestinians, right? Now, I want to be very clear. Like, we're having this conversation right after, and I don't even know if I want to show footage of this shit. Okay? It's so fucking horrible. But literally the night before he said this, okay? There's an encampment in northern Gaza that is literally meant to be like a hospital encampment, right? Which, by the way, the concept of Israel bombing hospitals is very not foreign already, okay? But these people are literally just intense, okay? And there's footage out there of people burning alive, right? People were literally burning alive the night before from the attacks that Israel sent to North Gaza. It's horrible. If you watch the video, it's more than horrible, dude. All right? And they don't have a fire department to put it out either. They got dudes with buckets trying to put out an inferno of tents and people. Okay? Like, it struck me to my fucking core, dude. And then Asmongold comes out here, and I'm gonna get emotional. I really am. I'm sorry. Like, and Asmongold comes out here and says that these people are fucking inferior, right? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, what was I even saying? They have it built into Sharia law. God, now I can't be clipped. Holy shit. They have it built into Sharia law. Louis too, Dolly. They don't have any law, period. They've been oppressed for how fucking long now? You know? Like people have lived in an open air prison for how fucking long? Since what, 2006? Israel pulled out of Gaza? Something like that. And it boggles my mind that like somebody would even think that like bringing Sharia law up is a valid argument when justifying the bombing and systematic murder of people, right? So let's listen to more of what he said.
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who
apparently I am. Hold on, I'll be
have
right back.
genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can.
All right, hold on. What did he say? Hold on, back up.
Now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck.
Right. So when he's referring to Sharia law as if it's something that Palestinians regularly refer to on a daily basis, right? So they wake up, imagine you're Palestinian, right? And you're in the Gaza Strip. And you wake up in your tent after your 10 minutes of sleep that you got because you're not getting a whole lot of sleep, go figure, right? And you think, where's the first gay guy I can fucking kill today? You know? Where's the first woman that I can oppress today? That's what's going on in their minds regularly when they wake up in the morning. You know? That really makes a whole lot of sense. That is the main point of contention for them when they're being fucking bombed on a daily basis. You know? Yeah, salute the flag, recite Sharia law, and then go on the day. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They're terrible people. It's not even a question.
Yeah, which, by the way, half the population of Gaza is under 18. It's terrible people, right? Children. They're all terrible people. The children are all terrible people. Wake up. Vote to continue Sharia law, drink filthy water, vote to maintain the law, maybe eat, salute Sharia law, the usual. Yeah, all of that.
Crazy that people don't see
Laura,
it that
thank you for
way.
the gift.
They'd be doing the same thing.
They'd be doing the same thing. So he's saying that if Palestine had access to, you know, America levels of fucking bombardment, that they'd be doing the exact same thing. I mean, here's the thing, right? No, they wouldn't. Okay. Out the gate, I firmly don't believe that they would. Okay. And number two, right? How can you even say that? How can you knowingly say that? That's not a fact.
Thank you for clicking.
Thank you, Loyray, for the 5 subs. That is an opinion. It is literally an opinion to say, oh, well, they'd be doing the same thing too. You don't fucking know that, dude. You don't fucking know that. You know, we're the Jews in Europe systematically killing fucking blonde hair, blue eye people before the Holocaust, and were they doing it afterwards? No. All right, maybe that's not the best example to provide here, but all I'm trying to say though is that like you don't fucking know. You just don't know. Like it's a blanket statement. So it's okay if you interrupt with subs. That's never a problem. Drinks his Cane's cup.
And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right.
But Ham, the guy outside my local courthouse said the Jews did the exact same thing. The guy outside your local courthouse is an idiot.
These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity.
There are gay people in Palestine. I hate to break it to you. There's gay people everywhere in the world, right? There's gay people in Palestine. There's gay people in Lebanon. There's gay people in Saudi Arabia. There's gay people in China. There's gay people in Uganda, where it's horribly illegal to be gay, right? You'll get fucking shot. They're just because they're not publicly gay doesn't mean that they're not, right? They exist everywhere, okay? And the fact that they are potentially oppressed by the governments that they live under, right? In my opinion, is obviously definitely not a death sentence for them in the crossfire, right? But it shouldn't be it shouldn't even be a death sentence for their oppressors, right? Because I think that people have fucking room for improvement in this world, right? Like we did, right? America wasn't always the tolerating fucking progressive nation that it isn't even today, you know? We grew to the point where we are, right? So instead of like, here's a novel idea, right? Instead of sentencing an entire nation of people to death, right? Instead of saying that no life in that fucking region ever fucking matters and we should just bomb the shit out of them because of the fact that they don't like gay people there, right? Why don't we give them a fucking chance? Why don't we give them a chance to get there? Right? Like, why don't let's like let them have a conversation about it. You know, let's let them have elections about it. Let's let them get to that fucking point. You know, instead of just trying to like bomb the anti-gay out of them. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, dude.
And it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for.
It's not. It's not. Western values are based off of Christian values, which is inherently fucking anti-gay. Tons of anti-gay people in America still. Tons of anti-gay people probably watching Asmongold stream as he's fucking having this conversation.
And it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Yeah, he's saying from Texas.
It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
It's crazy. And you know what, dude? Like, I think that to follow this up with a my bad is actually, it's really funny to me. I'm getting more mad about this just fucking having this conversation. I really am. It's almost like all old books have horrible shit in them. Yeah, and then we like learn over time that it's not cool, you know? Again, majority children. Yeah, majority children, by the way, in this region that he's talking about. People literally getting burned alive the night before he's having this conversation. Majority children. And there's so many fucking talking points that all these people, like, dude, and this tweet got 54,000 likes when I posted it, right? Which I never fucking expected, right? I was literally just mad about one thing that one guy on the internet said. And I'm also one guy on the internet. The only difference between me and Asmongold is the fact that I have some understanding of the topic and was lied to for 2 decades of my life about the people that I come from, you know? Being gay was only made fully legal in America in 2003. Yeah. And then gay marriage, like, what, a decade later or something like that? Tara has homophobia, but also ranked sex tier list. What? Honestly, if he didn't stream again, that'd be too soon, to be honest. Okay, let me give my take on Asmongold as a human being, right? And this is coming from, take this with a grain of salt because it's coming from someone who does not watch him regularly, who doesn't follow his content, doesn't follow him, period. But I know what he's about and I know what he's done for a long time content wise, right? And I started this conversation off by saying, why don't you just go back to playing World of Warcraft? And he's going to get unbanned on Twitch. And if he wants to solve his, absolve himself, well, he's never going to absolve himself from what he said. But if he wants to take the right course of action moving forward, he should go do that. Right? And I'm not trying to be patronizing at all. I'm just saying, dude, like, Asmongold is not, like, he's in the majority of people if he were to come out and say, I don't know enough about this topic to weigh in on it. You know? He would 100% be in the majority of people if he were to come out and say, I don't know enough about this topic to speak on it. Do I think that he inherently in himself is a bad person? I don't like to see badness in people in general, right? I don't think that people in their own right, in the things that they say and the things that they do are bad. I think that they're taught to be a bad way and they're conditioned to be a bad way, right? That's the way that I kind of view the world. And I think that Asmongold kind of got caught up in the fucking hype of the whole situation, felt like he needed to weigh in, and his, you know, his good old Texas boy upbringing kind of brought him to this position, right? No bad people, only bad choices, something like that. Misinformed, misguided, right? So do I think that Asmongold is a terrible fucking human being and I think that he should disappear from the internet forever? I think that it's unrealistic to say so, right? I think that he's still going to be around. His face is still going to be out there, right? But my dream is to just never see this shit again, right? The clip of his dad talking, the shit doesn't fall far from the tree. I did see that. I'm not going to show, but I did see that. I genuinely, he's a piece of shit, but you're very kind. I know I shouldn't be giving him the benefit of the doubt here because here's the thing. This has happened so many times before. Right? Like, I can think of like 2 times in the recent past where Asmongold has just come out with like a shitty take on something he knows nothing about. Did you already talk about the interview you did with Hassan? No. I will. Which didn't go well at all, by the way. I just wish that he would just not fucking talk about something that he doesn't know anything about. That's all. It's for the same reason that I'm not going to sit here and talk about, I don't know, the like Uyghurs in China, right? Getting discriminated against. I don't know shit about that. I know that it's like something is happening there, but I don't know the history there. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know what happened, right? I'm sure it's horrible, but I'm not an authority figure even on this to be having this conversation. It's hard for me to even talk about this, right? Like, yeah, no, I know. Yeah. But I'm not going to fucking have that conversation because I'm not informed on it, right? Like, I'm not. So I just don't know why somebody who is quite literally in a conversation where he's trying to absolve himself, bringing up, you know, gay people in video games because video games are his only frame of reference, you know, is having a conversation about this. Like, clearly he is like very content brained. And that's fine. Just fucking play your video games and be famous and do your thing. You don't have to weigh in on this. You don't. Keep it to yourself. Just shut up. And because you know why? The reason that I say that is all the fucking comments that I've been getting on this fucking tweet, right? Like people saying horrible shit. Like somebody was like, oh, well, they quoted like something about like there being like child wives in Palestinian villages and this and that, which, you know, citation needed, number 1, but number 2, right? Lemon God, thank you for the 5 subs. I'll write you guys subs on the board in a minute. Boy Roy and Lemon God.
Thank you for clicking.
He's bringing this up. He's like, oh well, they have child wives. These are the people that you want to defend. And I'm like, okay, cool. No, you're right. Yeah, no, sorry, that's fucked up. Let's drop a bomb on that wedding right now. Let's drop a bomb on that wedding with the child. Let's just do that. That'll teach them. You know. Yeah, the kid's gonna die, and probably all the other innocent people that are you know in the surrounding area where that crater's gonna be. Let's just drop a bomb. No, but we'll drop a bomb on them. They'll know that'll fix it. That'll fix the problem. You know, that solution's gonna. The solution is to kill them. It doesn't fucking make any sense to me. And the other thing about this too is that, like, a lot of his community, right? I don't want to speak too broadly about his community because I don't know for sure. I know people who used to watch him too. They're like perfectly, you know, good people that kind of wised up at some point as well. But there's a AC 130 above. Jesus Christ, dude. God damn it. A lot of people that come from like his side of the internet, I guess is one way to say, women, children, and gays can't be oppressed if they're all in pieces, right? True. People that come from like his side of the internet love to throw out the term virtue signaling. Right now, I'm going to take one out of take one out of Hassan's Hassan. I'm take one out of Asmongold's book, right, and look up the definition of virtue signaling. Virtue signaling definition. Okay. The definition of virtue signaling, according to Oxford Languages, is the public expression of opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or social conscience or the moral correctness of one's particular issue. right? Using the gay people argument is virtue signaling. Is it not? Is it not virtue signaling to say that you don't feel bad for these people because they're horrible to gay people, right? But meanwhile, like, what's your community's like genuine like opinion by and large about gay people, trans people, you know? What's your community's feeling about gay people, trans people, progressive nature in general? Oh, I don't know, maybe like the multiple fucking comments of Asmongold fan accounts saying shit like he's got him in his bio. Of course he would feel this way, right? So the guy that you like is saying that we need to protect all gay people at all costs, especially by dropping bombs on them and their oppressors, right? Okay, but in the same breath, your community is going to come out and shit on me for having him in my fucking bio? Make it make sense for me, please. Like, make it make sense for me. I'm not even mad about the people. Like, I don't give a shit about these fucking basement dwellers and their comments, right? It's just the hypocrisy that fucking bothers me. It doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. And all that it spells out for me in the end is you guys just hate brown people. That's it. You're just racist. You guys are just racist. You don't like them. Okay? You're so fucking 9/11 pilled for 23 years now that, you a couple planes fly into buildings and now all of a sudden all brown people from places with sand are bad for the rest of your fucking life. And you won't be able to break that mold because your brain has only been molded by Twitter and the internet inside of the house that you live in for God knows how long. So it makes me so fucking angry. This is why, like, I was seeing fucking red yesterday, dude. I'm so fucking mad about this whole situation. Because, like, the mental gymnastics that people are doing to kind of get around this conversation and try to defend him is also kind of like going against what he's saying in the same breath. So they'll literally advocate for gay rights in an effort to demonize a minority group, then turn around and support motherfuckers in this country that run on homophobia, transphobia, and Christian nationalism. Couldn't have said it better myself. Admiral Rostapos, thank you for 5 subs. Thank you.
Thank you for clicking the simp button.
All of his recent content is shitting on DEI and LGBTQ plus representation in games. Using that as an excuse is insane. Let's watch some of the interview that he did with Hassan.
About 36.
Shut up, Phil. Sorry, I love you, Phil. Hassan Asmongold. I'm just gonna search that. The Crunge. Thank you for the follow. It sounds like a bad word for vagina. Oh, there's an XQC video about the Asmongold drama. Dude, please. I'm so sorry. I don't need to watch this. Okay? Delete it off the internet, please. Why is this here? Why? Whoa! If there's anybody in this fucking world that I think would be worse to weigh in on this conversation, it'd be fucking XQC, bro. Right? Because then it's just going to be 2x speed and half coherence. Stupid reporting stupid. Oh, this is 3.5. There's 3.5 hours. Is there a highlights? Is there like a highlights? Even this one's an hour long, dude. I had no idea boomers are this dumb. Asmongold's incredibly racist rant on Palestinians. Hassan, how he reacts. This is 22 minutes. I mean,
harming undocumented immigrants in the country is not going to save your life. It's not. It's not going to fix your life at all.
Where is he here?
It's not going to make it better. It's just a simple distraction that they're using.
When people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided.
Yeah, we saw this.
Obvious inequalities, the obvious inhumanity of Israel's operations, they literally agree with this.
It's very, a lot of it's very long, but there's a few pieces of like what he said that I really want to like touch on.
However, of course, it makes sense that he has. Palestinians never heard anyone.
Is there going to be like a, where is it? Is this what he's reacting to right now, dude? It's honestly really funny though. Like,
Asmongold, your co-owner of your organization.
This is true.
You are calling a person from an inferior culture.
That's true.
What are you doing?
That's true.
Log off the internet, stop reading Reddit, and go talk to some real humans, please. I know you could talk to Wake.
Where's does he talk to him here?
Or their lifestyle as anything other than barbaric.
Oh
This is what
God,
people
dude.
think you say about Israel? I know.
All right, where's the conversation with him? Is it here or
the
no?
Palestinian resist the exact same. You can't.
I don't think he talks to him in this video. God damn it. All right, well, I don't want to do the fucking 3 hours of his conversation with Asmongold. I don't want to like have to sift through that shit. Why does Asmon look like a spoon? What? He responded? Oh, Tips Out did? Where? Can I see that? I didn't see that. Can somebody link me that? I just noticed now I can't unsee it. He only apologized because Tips, co-owner, and Will talked to him as well. I want to believe that he apologized because Hassan had the conversation with him, right? Not in this. Yeah, I'm looking for the tweet. Thank you, IRC. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read this right now. The below are my personal thoughts and do not reflect my employer or any company or person I'm affiliated with. Good start. Hello, everyone. As many of you are aware, some comments were made by Zach yesterday. Zach being Asmongold. Voltsing, thank you for the 2 months.
Don't feel bad about getting emotional over unjust suffering.
I don't feel
You
no. I
have
don't
more
feel bad
spine
about
than
it.
the
I
roach
don't.
man.
I don't feel bad about it. You know, and I think that getting upset about people burning alive is actually a pretty fucking you know, I think that makes me a real fucking Jewish person, by the way, especially one who learned a lot about the Holocaust. I think that getting upset about that is perfectly fucking valid, you know? And I don't think you even need to come from a Jewish background and know about the Holocaust to be upset by something like that. I think it's totally normal. Reminded me of your twit longer when I read it. It's good to pause TTS and alerts if you want. Oh, they are, dog. They done been paused for a hot minute. You know, we're keeping them paused because, well, actually, if I unpause right now, what the fuck is gonna play? I'm not even gonna do it. All right. Hello, everyone. As many of you are aware, some comments were made by Zach yesterday about Palestinians and Muslims. Before I address his comments, I'd like to take this opportunity to share some details about my background in hopes that those reading this post may better understand who I am, where I come from, and what those comments mean to me. This is, oh my God. All right. Well, we're going to just dive into it. That's fine. 34 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be born in the United States of America, a blessing and lottery ticket that I thank God for every day, which you guys should too, or not thank God if you're not religious, right? But definitely count your lucky stars on having a good spawn point, because you could have burned alive 2 nights ago. My parents, Syrian immigrants from Damascus, came to the U.S. in the 70s, 80s at a time when the likes of Hafez and Rifat al-Assad were massacring tens of thousands of people and their own people in Hama. The sole reason I exist today can be attributed to the words of one of my father's neighbors who informed my late grandmother that my father's friends had just been arrested for political dissent and that Mukhabart were coming for him next. Quick on her feet, my grandmother, God Almighty grant mercy on her soul, grabbed my 22-year-old father and with tears in her eyes shaved his beard and sent him to Jordan, hoping he would make it out. With the help of a few friends, and at a time when many thought Syria was a weedy breakfast consumed with milk, my dad was one of the few Syrians lucky enough to be granted passage to America. To that we say, Alhamdulillah. At some point in the mid-'80s, my father, then working as an engineer in Los Angeles, was serendipitously recruited with one of his childhood neighbors and schoolmates in Chicago, Illinois. This man would become my uncle, as his sister, my mother, would marry my father soon after. In typical immigrant fashion, they wasted no time, and my siblings and I were born. Growing up in the early 90s, it was clear that we weren't your stereotypical American family. After all, we're Muslims. Headscarves, no pork, 5 daily prayers, and so on. We dressed conservatively, packed foreign foods in our lunch boxes, spoke with thick accents until grade school. Yet strangely enough, I cannot recall a single moment in those years where I felt different. Yes, our swim trunks could have been less goofy, and explaining what za'atar was to kids at school was a thing, but despite all of that, which by the way, za'atar is fucking delicious. Despite all that, we were just another American family in Southern California. Navigating life and seeking out the coveted dream. Then 9/11 happened. Very key point in history for sure. For those that may have been too young to remember, September 11th was not a moment or a day. It was a monumental shift in thought and discourse. People were horrified, confused, but above all angry. In a famous incident, popular radio host Howard Stern called for the entire Middle East to be nuked, bomb them all, and his opinion was not uncommon. From school teachers to store clerks, politicians to celebrities, liberals to conservatives, one thing was on everybody's mind: we got to get them. Back to Asmongold, I was talking about them. Yeah. But who was them? Surely the perpetrators and the murderers who planned the attack, killing thousands of innocent people in the process and changing the landscape of modern humanity. However, to some, them had a much broader definition. And here's the thing. I don't think that it was to some, okay? I think to a lot of America at the time, post 9/11, the general sentiment was brown people bad. One of the least understood aspects of the attack was the local aftermath, specifically the experiences of Americans who could be perceived as Arab passing. It didn't matter if you were Persian, Indian, South Asian, or even Latino. If you were within a certain shade of beige and had a 3+ syllable last name, you were a fucking sand N-word that had to be dealt with. Many religious minorities were also caught in the crossfire, with Sikhs, Hindus, Sephardic Jews, Arab Christians, and others receiving a significant share of the vitriol. Acts of wanton violence became commonplace. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Houses of worship were burned down and unless it's a typo, I don't know. What? Ham what? What did I do? Ham, it isn't food. I know it's not wonton. What is, explain the word. It's a real world. Wanton. Acts of wanton violence became commonplace. Houses of worship were burned down, and random people you knew from your community were being locked up, with some never heard from again. But how could this happen? How could such a monumental shift in the attitude and behavior occur? Were the greatest country to ever exist. The same country that opened its arms to the tired and poor and not once made us feel less than any other American. Synonym for rampant. Okay. Truly to be born American is an undeniable blessing, and despite our governance, I would gladly give my life for this country and the people that have given me and my family a chance. The reason behind such a substantial attitude shift cannot be attributed to a single moment or event. Rather, it was the accumulation of decades and decades of subtle media propaganda designed to produce an other, so that the powerful can continue to prey on the angry and divided powerless. It's a tale as old as time, transcending religion, region and geography, national lines and civilizations, a governance strategy deployed all throughout history to keep us, the people, at odds. It is the same calculated dehumanization that led to some of the most heinous crimes and bloody massacres whose horrors we do not utter aloud. Base tips, 100%, dude. To many who heard Zach's comments, the language he used, whether intended or not, reeked of the same dehumanization that plagued their ancestors, their grandparents, and in some cases, their families today. And Hassan hit this in a big way. He was just saying that, like, when you talk in the way that you do, it leads to the dehumanization of the people that you're talking about, right? It's the same language used to justify wanton violence, genocide, and destruction of our universal brotherhood. It's the same language used to brush off a video of Palestinian women and children burning alive as a price of war. I'm not writing this post to defend the dignity of Palestinian suffering in Gaza. Dignity does not require defense. It's a right. To those who supported the humanitarian efforts and self-determination of the Palestinian people and all the oppressed around the globe, thank you. To those brave enough who look beyond their own anger and reach out to their Jewish friends and neighbors, thank you. These are trying times that will test us all. Zach's comments may have been the impetus for this post, but if there's one thing I hope to convey in my incoherence, it's this. I don't think you're incoherent at all, dude. I desperately plead to all those reading to wake up to the forces around you that wish nothing more than to separate you from your fellow man and conquer your hearts, your minds, and your humanity. Those that wish you to look upon your school teachers, store clerks, and neighbors as them, for they are not them, they are you, born to different circumstances, no doubt, but are you nonetheless? Open your skin and take a look for yourself. We all bleed the same blood, share the same dreams, and will one day rot in the same earth until our bones have long become dust and the difference in our beings will be no thicker than air. Please, for the love of all that is holy and good, look out for yourselves and those around you, and if you ever feel the urge and anger to reduce your fellow man to anything less than yourself, ask aloud who benefits. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I'll spend most of my upcoming time working behind the scenes to ensure our staff and teams are all right and that OTK continues to grow into the place I know it can be. In the meantime, peace. Fuck, man. God damn. That's incredibly well fucking said, dude. Like, incredibly well fucking said. And it reminds me, oddly enough, it reminds me of the commencement speech at my graduation. Something that's stuck with me for a long time, and I think really helps me kind of have the perspective that I have on the world. And you would think that, you know, your fucking commencement speaker in college would not be like, you know, some profound fucking figure that would stick something with you for the rest of your life. But here's the thing, and this is a small little flex. The the commencement speaker at my graduation was Bill fucking Nye, right? And I remember him saying during my commencement speech, he said, scientifically, we are all far more similar than we are different, right? Scientifically, we are all far more similar than we are different. You know, we're like almost 100% the same fucking people when you look at us on a scientific level, right? Did they play the music when he came out? No, I wish they did. It would have been great, wouldn't it? Not Bill Cosby, dude. But yeah, dude, like something about that really fucking stuck with me. You know, he said that and I was just like, damn, like why would I ever fucking hate my fellow human being just because of the way they look? You know? Why would I ever hate somebody just because of the background that they come from? Like, it's such a small fucking thing that separates us when in reality we are like so fucking similar, you and I, right? Just because we eat different foods and because the color of our skin is a little bit fucking different, you know? I don't know, dude. It's just like it's ridiculous that that's like a like something that we hold in ourselves, right? It's like why do we as human beings feel the need to, you know, look down at other people, right? And a lot of the time it's because people find a reason, right? But I think if you find a reason to hate a group of people, you're already wrong. Because not everybody from that group of people is ever like that. You can't talk in blanket statements, you know? We all become the same dust in the end. Yeah. The whole concept of hurting other human beings goes out the window. It's fucking stupid. You see the pudding pops. I blanketly hate terrorists. Dan, I'm going to need you to sit this one out, dude. I really need you to sit this one out. But sure, I mean, I can agree with that sentiment, I guess. It just depends on how, but a lot of people fucking, here's the thing, Asmongold would define an entire nation of 2 million something people as terrorists, right? Or people like Asmongold would define that group of people as terrorists, right? When in fucking reality, more than half of them are children. Okay? God, another fucking argument that kept coming up in the thread that I had posted was people saying that, like, and this one's fucking huge, right? Who tweeted this? This is this co-owner of OTK. Who is a Syrian born of a Syrian immigrant. But yeah, he fuck, man. What was I saying? When people, a lot of the replies on my tweet were people saying that this is deserved because they elected Hamas into power. Okay. Now, there's a lot of things wrong with that. Okay, let's start with the fact that let's do a thought experiment. Okay, if your father and this is obviously a thought experiment, if your father voted Adolf Hitler into power, right? And then Adolf Hitler went and killed 12 million fucking people and was a piece of shit, right? And your father didn't necessarily sign on for that, even though he did sign on for a piece of shit being in power, right? Does that mean that you now, his son or daughter, you know, his child, does that mean that you now deserve to be burned alive for his decision at one point? Right? Does that mean you now deserve to be burned alive for that? Okay? Hamas was elected into power in 2006, and the current median age of Gaza is 15. The current, let's really do some math here, dude. Hold on, I gotta find the fucking there's no way I'm gonna be able to fucking find it. Okay, but here's the thing, right? When you boil down the fact that a good portion, that's so low, yeah. A good fucking portion of the people who voted them into power are not alive today, number one, okay? A good portion of people who were even alive back then did not vote them into power. A huge portion of people that were there back then didn't even vote, right? And a huge portion of people back then weren't even old enough to vote. Okay, and more than half the population now isn't even old enough to vote, and it's currently 18 years fucking later, right? So let's use our fucking brains for a minute and recognize the fact that that's not fucking true, right? Yeah, 8%. It's an estimated like 8% of current people that live in Gaza would have voted Hamas into power. So you're telling me that 92% of the population deserve to suffer, get bombarded, possibly get injured for the rest of their life, and possibly get killed, and even possibly get killed being in a fucking inferno in a goddamn hospital camp. You're telling me that they deserve that because 8% of the people that are currently there voted Hamas into power, right? It shifts daily. A lot of births. Yeah, they do be doing it over there, you know? You're gonna have to slow down, Ham. Your correct logic doesn't like up with all the lies I've heard. It really takes not a lot of fucking thought. It takes one layer deep of thought process to kind of get to the conclusion that argument is bullshit. But I mean, that just kind of goes to show like how far these people want to think. Here's the thing, right? If somebody says something that fits their narrative, they're going to go with that, right? They're not going to think any deeper about it because they already hate the brown people after 9/11. So this is a reason for them to hate them even more, right? Imagine someone said all Catholics should die for what they've done to kids. That's a great fucking example. You're right. You know, if we're going to sit here and fucking virtue signal, right? Then like there's a lot of other people that are responsible for horrible shit that's happened in the world, right? A lot. It's easy to be hateful. It's hard to fucking use your brain and not be, I guess. It's also easy to not be hateful, in my opinion, you know? If you cut out all the bullshit and you cut out all the influence, you cut out all the propaganda and you look at things on a base level, you know, you look at things with fresh eyes, then it's pretty easy to not be hateful. So, yeah. Can we talk about the sources of anti-Palestine propaganda? What, you mean Israel? you mean the IOF? You mean Israel? You mean the establishment of Israeli support in America, which is even bigger, right? We're going to talk about the fact that any of you that got a paycheck this past week, you're living in America, right? It's the 15th. We're getting paid today, right? If you're getting your paycheck today, if you get paid semi-monthly, you get your paycheck today, and some of that money was taken out for taxes, right? Congratulations. You just bombed a child. You did. Part of that money went toward it. It fucking did. We're funding this shit. You know, so it's like a lot of people ask why the fuck you give a shit. Because my tax fucking money is going toward bombing kids. That's what's happening. It is. My tax money is going toward bombing fucking children, and I don't agree with that, right? And do I have a lot of faith that Kamala Harris is going to do shit about it? Not really. I know Donald Trump wouldn't do shit about it, you know? But goddamn, I don't think Kamala Harris is going to make that situation any better. I don't like her. I don't, especially on this issue. You know, the other issues she'll be establishment Democrat politics on, and that's fine. You know, whatever. She explicitly said she will continue to send weapons to Israel. Yeah, she will. She will. Israel has the right to defend itself, is what she'll say. And that's what they've been saying for a very long time now. But let's talk about what I said in my tweet a year ago. Unproportionate fucking response. Disproportionate response. Right? Like, October 7th was fucking horrible. October 7th a year ago was fucking horrible. I think that anybody can agree with that. We can all fucking stand here and say that that was fucking terrible. Right? But we're putting a whole population of an entire, like, region in the crosshairs of fucking indiscriminate bombing. Like, I don't understand how that makes any fucking sense. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And our money is going toward our tax money is paying for this shit. So it fucking pisses me off. All right. So I'm sorry for like taking up a lot of time to have this conversation about this, but I think that we should all be fucking pissed off about that. We should. Which word is conflicting my post? What did you say? I would have seen it in chat if you said it. Oh, gross. Don't be sorry. I'm not okay. I'm sorry for you know what? Fuck it. I'm not sorry. You're right. I'm not sorry. I shouldn't be sorry, and I'm not sorry. As long as AIPAC keeps paying politicians, it never end. It's true. That's the other thing too, is that our political situation in the United States is showing precisely no end to any of this happening anytime soon. I'll post it in the bodega. Okay. Demetrius, thank you for the 5.
Thank you for clicking the simp button.
Okay. Largest Zionist lobby group is Christian-led. It's insane. Yeah. Christians' reasoning, devout Christians' reasoning for wanting to keep Israel intact is actually like very anti-Jewish, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, the enemy of my enemy, right? That's how they see it. So read Ezekiel 18, specifically 1-4. It literally says we ain't gonna do that shit no more regarding the Exodus passage you posted. Oh, I didn't see what the original post was. I'm sorry. We have the freedom to either keep funding it or keep funding it. Great. Yeah, the situation's it's fucked, dude. It's fucked, and you should be mad. And I don't fucking blame people for, sitting there in front of Wall Street, calling for an end to this shit. Because Wall Street is another fucking proponent of all of this. What percentage has the stock for Raytheon and Lockheed gone up in the past fucking year since October 7th, right? People are actively making money off of genocide too. Our tax money is going toward paying for it, and some people are actively making money off of it. Because war is big business, especially in America, right? No ethical consumption under capitalism, and I firmly believe that shit. I really do. Christians want us to all go back to the Holy Land because we all have to die there for the rapture to happen and Jesus coming back. Yes. Yeah. Trump wants to make sure that the people making money off it make more money off of it by reducing their taxes. Yes. Trump also moved the American embassy in Israel to Jerusalem rather than Tel Aviv. Jerusalem, which by the way is far closer to the border with the West Bank, and is definitely seen as an incursion of the peace that barely existed at the time. So that was cool. Donald Trump really fucking on point with his bullshit in this case. It worked for Benji. Oh, conservatives, pro-Israel people say we shouldn't be giving other countries and Ukraine money. Then on Israel, give them all our money and bombs because the Bible says it's their land. Yeah, it's religious fanatic bullshit. It is. It's all. I'm happy to say that religion is dumb. you know? And I say that as an ethnic Jewish person who fucking, you know, had a bar mitzvah and everything. You guys have seen the footage, all right? You saw me get lifted up on the chair. I think that my stock is pretty good as being a Jew, right? My fucking shirt has Hebrew on it right now. But I'm perfectly willing to say that, you know, your old fucking book is kind of stupid as a way to, you know, dictate how we run society now. So, I don't know. Card carry. I am a card carrying Jew. I am. I've seen your missing foreskin. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you for confirming for everybody. I appreciate that. I do. It is very much gone. All right. Oddly enough, and ironically enough, a German army helmet down there, you know? So the majority of it isn't even Jewish extremists. It's fucking weird evangelicals. It is. And it's disturbing. It's really odd. It's odd, you know? It's gone. It's not gone. I have it right here. God damn it. Thank you, Sleepson, for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Detrius, thank you for the 5 subs. Volting for the 2 months. Was it Detrius with the 5 subs? Admiral Rastapasta, Lemon God, and Loyroy. I gotta write your guys' names down. I'm gonna do it right now. Big shouts out to Tips Out. That was a great fucking response that he had. It really is. Where do we start with? Loyroy, Lemon God. Admiral Rastapasta and Detrius. Oh boy. Detrius. Okay. Put a 1 in chat if you feel like you learned something tonight. And even if one of you puts a 1 in chat for that, I feel like I'll have accomplished what I set out to. Because I know I didn't go super in depth with the history of everything, and I really do hope that you guys educate yourselves on it. In fact, I'll post a video. I don't know how. I don't know how accurate this is to this day, but because this was posted 7 years ago, but I recommend watching this if you guys have 20 minutes of your time and want to learn something. Watch that Geography Now video about the region. What I will say, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, you spoke extraordinarily well. I hope I did. I feel like I flubbed a lot and I cried. Capri did a good video, I think, or it was just a stream. It might have been a stream. I don't know. Thank you for speaking up. No problem. Well, some problem. Not a problem, but it took a lot of effort for sure. I think I want to make the point that the propaganda goes very deep. And it has for a very long time. And I think that if I can, I'm not going to, I don't forgive Asmongold for the things that he said. I don't. But I do recognize that I think that he's just stupid. Right? I think that he doesn't know. And I don't think that he should be speaking up on this topic. And maybe he's not a bad person, right? I'm willing to acknowledge the very distinct possibility that he's not a bad person. And I definitely don't think that the people that he surrounds himself with are bad people. And I don't think you guys should go after OTK. Or you should go after anybody who's tangentially involved with him just because they're involved with him. I just think that he's stupid, right? And, I think that the my bad apology was kind of dumb. It didn't really but to me, it definitely shows some willingness to understand that he fucked up, because he's not necessarily known for apologizing for the shit that he says. So I take it as a microbe of a victory that maybe he understands that he was not coming from the right place at all. But then again, at the same time, he may very well have just done that to save face, But I don't know. It's hard to say, though, because a lot of the people in my comments that were clearly Asmon fans very much were on the right-wing grifter side of things. And it's kind of hard to think that... anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that Wait, what? I don't think that even I don't think that even being a good person, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that even being a good person, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. What do you mean? You mean being a bad person? I think that I think being a bad person, you get the benefit of the doubt, right? Like, or you should at the very least. Most of his fan base is right, let's be honest. Yeah, like if he didn't apologize, he'd still have his fucking fan base. Nothing would have changed. That's kind of the point that I'm trying to make. Excuse me. Yeah, the propaganda goes very fucking deep, and I think that's like the main thing for me in my experience. And if my experience matters at all to you guys, then it's worth noting that you shouldn't even blame people for thinking the way that they do, however incorrect and wrong they may be, because a lot of it is born out of them having been propagandized for their whole life. And not everybody had the opportunity like I have had, especially being a Twitch streamer, to become friends with Palestinians and to become friends with people, with Muslims, with Arabs. You know, I can't type. Basically, I don't think that these comments deserve the benefit of the doubt. There's a line that you cross between dumb thing to say, and yeah, that's not an opinion. Okay to have. That's okay to have. But see, that's the thing, is I'm trying to make the distinction here between him having this as an opinion and him just talking out of his fucking ass because he's stupid. You know, like maybe you don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But like, and I don't even want to because of what he said. But like, I don't think anybody is too far gone, right? Like, it would be I think it would be hypocritical for me to say that he's too far gone, that he's never going to be turned around, right? Some absolute W first-time chatters. Welcome in, you cuties. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It'd be hypocritical for me to say that he's not able to be turned around, because that's exactly what he's saying about Palestinian culture in his comments. Is that or Sharia law, right? People, like, he's trying to say that these people need to not exist because they don't have Western values, right? Which I think the idea of Western values is not even the right way to put it, but because they don't like gay people, right? Like, he's saying that they're too far gone and they can't be brought into the light about fucking, being accepting of people that are not like them, right? And who am I to say that Asmon can't be turned around and can't come around to the right way of thinking, right? When I certainly can. And when I do believe that, that part of the world, which by and large doesn't support Sharia law, would come around to not having that be a thing in the fucking future. I think that's all I really have to say about that. Like, that's the crux of why I feel like I need to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he, in his commentary, is not giving the benefit of the doubt to people who deserve it. That's kind of where I'm coming from there. Western values is crazy when not all Western countries have the same values. True. And also a lot of Western countries are still very oppressive to gay people. Okay? So that the argument doesn't even fucking stand. What'd you say, Sam Hamwich? I respect you a lot for changing your views, Ham. Yeah, we can talk more about that. I remember when you first had the Israeli flag, and I didn't think less of you for it because I remember you talking fondly of it and feeling accepted there. And I know what it meant for you because you told us. To be able to learn and change your views and say things that you've said has only grown my respect for you, man. I know that to come from where you came from to the place you are took a lot. Most people wouldn't bother. It's much easier to keep your eyes closed and your mouth shut. You did the right thing. You're a good fucking person. That's why you're my streamer. Oh, shucks. Shut up. It's my scenario that I have is a lot easier than the Palestinian scenario. I would say I definitely don't have it as hard as other people have had it, in any way, shape, or form. I've sat pretty fucking comfortable for a long time now when it comes to my safety in the world. So that's one thing to acknowledge out the gate, right? But having said that, still, it's hard to lose touch with family members. It's hard to put this issue on the wayside with people that I hold close to me because I know we're not going to see eye to eye on it, and I need to be able to maintain a relationship with them. And I'm sure that you can gather what I'm talking about in there, especially when it comes to family members. You know, it's hard to when I made the post about Gaza in November of last year. I knew that when I did that, I was making a sacrifice for a whole identity that I had developed, right? Not even just that post. I mean, the post about taking down the Israeli flag that I did like a year and change before then. You know, when I decided that I was no longer going to support Israel, and when I said what I needed to say about it, when I said I said all of this, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here that I came to this conclusion before October 7th happened, but I did, okay? And when I did, I knew that I was making a significant sacrifice for myself and my identity and the people that I had become friends with from Israel, the people that I had, become friends with from my Jewish background, my upbringing, the people that I have in my family. I knew that I was sacrificing my relationship with all of them to have the right fucking point of view here. And that's that people deserve to live, and they deserve to not live under apartheid and genocide. You know, that's where I came from at that point in time. And I don't think that sacrifice pales in comparison to the sacrifice that so many others have obviously made in this whole process. So yeah, I remember you saying a few people reached out and basically friend broke up with you, pretty much. Like, you know what, good riddance. I mean, like, I knew that would happen. I fucking knew that shit would happen. And I was willing to accept that shit. I was, but like, dude, I hadn't even heard the fucking word Nakba until 2020. I hadn't even, like, that didn't even compute for me. I don't know what the fuck that even was. Because when you spend your whole fucking life, like, being fed the same narrative from the same people constantly, it's just like you miss out on a lot of really fucking important information, right? And Nakba is like, it's the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in 1948 when Israel became a state. The what word? Nakba. What the fuck did you think I said? I work with a lot of Christians that are in the same boat, essentially. Yeah, pretty much. The catastrophe is what it's defined. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, I hadn't even heard that fucking word like my whole fucking life. And because when I grew up and I went to Hebrew school and when I had my Jewish education as an American, not even living over there, right? When I had my Jewish education as an American, I was just fed lies. I remember in third grade, I had a fucking Hebrew school teacher who was an older woman who, obviously, she was Israeli, and she had obviously done her service with the Israeli military. She told her stories doing being a paratrooper and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And she was the sweetest old fucking lady in the world. She was so sweet. She was one of the nicest people ever. And I, in that way, I still think fondly of her. But here's the thing, though, right? I remember her sitting there when I was in my third grade class with her, and she was like literally on the verge of tears with us, crying.
What's all this controversy I hear about?
What the fuck is happening? What is happening? What's happening? How did that just get unpaused? Jesus fucking Christ. Brave to be speaking up about this, especially in the context of growing up Jewish and potentially closing those doors on friendships and family members. You're doing the right thing. It's hard. It is. But it snuck through. I don't know. What the fuck was I saying? Holy shit. In third grade, yeah, and I remember her on the verge of tears crying with us, and I think this is around the time of the Second Intifada, crying at us that all they want is peace. that she's just saying all we want is peace and all these people want to do is kill us. All they want is our extermination, right? And when they say from the river to the sea, that means that they want to genocide the Jewish people, and that's anti-Semitism. And it's like, no. Oh, it auto unpauses after an hour? Okay, well, that's good to know. They try to frame all of that as anti-Semitism. They try to frame any positive way of speaking about Palestinians as anti-Semitism. They try to frame it as you supporting terrorism. You know? It's part of the propaganda. It really is. And she's just sitting there crying at us about us wanting peace and them wanting to kill us. And we all fucking ate that shit up like goddamn breakfast, dude. We really did. And all it did was make us hate them more, right? And I remember, I think it was in, I don't know, I want to say 2008 or something. It was a recent invasion of Lebanon had happened, right? Because the current invasion of Lebanon is not the first fucking time it's happened. It happened in the 70s. It happened in I think it was the mid 2000s, late 2000s. Again, I'm not super like well versed on the dates and everything, right? But it's happened plenty of times before, right? And they're trying to feed us this whole narrative about one soldier who fucking died, you know, and how great of a person he was and how he made his aliyah by, you know, he was an American citizen living in New York, and then he got on a plane, went to Israel, and he signed up for the IDF. And then he paid his dues fighting in a war against Lebanon, or against probably Hezbollah, right? and he died. And they're telling us this whole sob story about it as a way of propagandizing us and teaching us who to hate, you know? H3's response to all of this is insane. Oh, God. I honestly, dude, you know what? I've had enough for a day. I really have had enough. I don't fucking care what Ethan has to say. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't fucking care. I'm not interested. You know? I will only ever be interested in what Ethan has to say when he can acknowledge that the birthright trip that he fucking went on where he met his wife was him getting propagandized. And until he recognizes that, I have no interest in what he has to say. You know? Because a lot of people are going to tout the argument. I was like this for a while too. You know, when I did have my Israeli flag up, I sat on that fucking fence for a while, right? I did understand it. I used to love H3. I did. But I sat on that fence for a while where you sit there and you say, you know, I'm sorry, I'm playing with this Twitch branded fucking autism popper. So, yeah. But I miss the Vape Nash H3. True. I love those. Yeah, they're great. I thought you were solving a Rubik's Cube. I bet you could have thought that, right? Stimming to calm a bit. Yeah, exactly. What was I saying? It was about H3. Where the fuck was I? Oh my God. God damn it. Fuck. I've lost my train of thought completely. Oh, sitting on the fence, right? I used to sit on the fence too. Back when I did have my Israeli flag up in my apartment, in this very apartment that I live in right now, you know, I sat on the fence of being like, it's not right to take people's settlements, or it's not right to make settlements in the West Bank and take people's homes. It's not right to hurt people, to murder people, right? It's not right to do any of these things, right? It's not right to treat people differently. Israel is not without its problems, but Israel has the right to exist, right? That's the fence that I sat on for a while. And here's the thing, and I'm sorry to say it, and this is probably the main point of contention that I would have with even some of my own fucking viewers right now, is that it kind of doesn't, right? It kind of doesn't have the right to exist. If you really sit down and you look at the history and you watch what happened over a long period of time, I don't know that that's fucking true. It just kind of doesn't feel like it. It's a colonial state. It's imperialism at its fucking finest. And now especially, you know, it's just it's a puppet state that acts as a forward operating base for the United States interests in the region. You know, under the guise of having its own culture that is stolen, pretty much, right? You know, you think that Jews were gobbling down hummus and falafel in Poland? No, they weren't. Right? It's all a result of modern day colonialism. So yeah, it's all bullshit. Like, and that's the that's the propaganda lie that you have to fucking, that's the hump that you have to get over to kind of get to where I am right now. You know? They had pierogi, yeah. Have you seen Abby Martin? She has a video called Empire Files. I've not. Latkes, yeah, which are delicious, by the way. They are. You know? And here's the thing. I mean, all of this, having said all of this, where I am now is I'll never stop being Jewish. You know, one day, if and when I do decide to have children, if that day ever comes, whether I have them or adopt them or whatever it is, I'll still want them to have some amount of, my Jewish background in not in their upbringing or in the way that they're taught, but I want them to like experience the Jewish holidays that I had, right? I want to sit down and have Passover with my kids, I want to sit down and light the menorah with my kids. I don't need to like send them to fucking temple all the damn time. I'll be really good at giving them the side curls. I don't think we need to do that, Dolly. We don't that's not necessary. But we probably Dolly, I'm sure we could teach you how to make a mean matzo ball soup, and that's the kind of shit that I want to do. Is shit like that. Matzo ball soup and latkes and sufganiyot and and everything that was part of my upbringing, like all the positive things that were part of my upbringing, all of that shit. I want all of that. I do. And that's never going to go away, but it's a hard pill to swallow to know that 95% of Jews out there are taking away my J-word pass right now when I say shit like this, a lot of people are out there. Why do I have dropped frames? When did that happen? A lot of people are out there having that conversation about me and saying he's not a real Jew. And it's even, especially on the topic of Passover. I think I tweeted about this last Passover, but a big thing with Passover, right? A huge thing, and this kind of leads into like where I feel or I want us to go in the future. The thing with Passover specifically is that every year on Passover, you sit around and you have your Seder, you tell the story of Passover, you tell the story of the Exodus from Egypt, how the Jews escaped the hands of slavery in Egypt. And they were led to the promised land, blah, blah, blah. Right. And during that service, during that dinner, right, you're supposed to say next year in Jerusalem. Right. And that genuinely is part of the religion. That's part of the belief system. And, you'd be a fucking fool, even as a Jew, to say that the Levant, to say that Jerusalem, to say that the land that is currently, drawn out to be Israel, which, is Palestine in my opinion, and in reality. What are you saying, Slurpee? Hold on. What the fuck was I saying? Okay, so you'd be a fool as a Jew to say that place doesn't have significance to the religion and to the ethnic background of being Jewish, right? Obviously it does. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that like there's no fucking ethnic or there's no connection between Jews and the land that is, Israel, right? It's biblically there. Everyone says so, right? It's part of the religion. It's part of the holidays. It's part of the whole essence of the religion. But here's the fucking thing though, right? it's not, Israel is not currently a Muslim country. It is not a Christian country. And yet the third most holy site in Islam is in Jerusalem. The most holy site in Christianity, the Holy Sepulchre, whatever the fuck it's called, Jesus Christ's deathbed, is in Jerusalem, right? There's a lot of cultural and religious significance to that area of the world, right? And what I say when I sit down at my Seder with my family, you know, and when I say next year in Jerusalem, I hope that it's next year in a non-ethno state Jerusalem, right? Where many different backgrounds of people that are living freely together are from, you know, who are all equally represented under the law, you know, under an equal government of equal people from equal backgrounds. And yeah, it's important to all three Abrahamic religions. Give it to all three. Yeah. And that also feeds in the argument of like why it doesn't really seem like it should fucking exist in its current state. So fuck. I don't know, man. I want to say it's not 95%. It's a very vocal and privileged group that is the loudest, and a substantial and increasing amount of us that no longer support Israel. That's, you know, you're probably right. You're probably right. It's just that it feels that way. It feels like you're very much an outcast if you speak out against Israel as a Jew, right? And like, I don't live very far from a very, you know, Jewish neighborhood, you know, where there'll be like Glatt kosher supermarkets with Israeli flags by the fucking tens on the roof, you know, like, so it's easy for me to see it that way. Sure. But yeah, a lot of secular Jews are not having it anymore. It was peaceful 100 years ago where all three faiths worship only, and live together. Yeah. Yeah. The vision that I have for a free Palestine is something that has existed already, you know, and it doesn't call for the extermination of Jews, which is obviously something I don't fucking want because I'm Jewish, you know. It's a possible existence, you know. That thing could fucking happen, but there's no way that it's going to happen in the current state of things. It just isn't. Passover tourism, like Fleet Week, pretty much. There's a swath of different people with different opinions. UN controlled region. I don't know about that. The UN still has a lot of Western influence, you know, or it's got a lot of Western influence. It would probably be a step in the right direction, but I don't know. I'm not educated enough to like make a statement about whether or not that's like how it should go. The UN has a lot of problems. Yeah. Russia being on the Security Council nukes that possibility. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, man. I don't know how much more there is to say about it. I feel like I've hit a lot of points about how I feel. I don't know, like I'm kind of all over the place now, but I feel like I've said everything that I need to say. It's a shit show, and one side is convinced the other side doesn't know the context when it's in reality both are using fallacies to support their side. Sure, but one side is also getting bombed to fucking, you know, smithereens. You know? Thank you so much for explaining, giving perspective. I don't know shit about Dick, and this helps. Finland's news coverage mainly focuses on Russia. True, because you're bored of them. Truly appreciate your patience because I need this kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's really important to me, and it should be important to all Americans because we're funding this shit, right? I'm enjoying hearing you yap. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you. She likes the sound of my voice. Yo, dog, it's been a while, but I want to let you know that Maya and appreciate. Oh my god, dude, I'm so glad that you're here and you're saying that right now. I'm so glad that you're here and you're saying that. Maya and I appreciate your perspective on this whole thing and how outspoken you've been. Love you. It's so good to hear from you, dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate you both. Hell yeah, dude. Shouts out Spyro Beats in chat. He's we used to hang out a lot in Discord, but you know, over time we're doing our own things now. But him and are you guys engaged? You should put a ring on it soon, dude, you know? But him and his girlfriend, Maya, she's Lebanese. and he's Polish. And yeah, I imagine that. Well, I know that they're both very opinionated on this matter too. We engaged, brother. Yo, congrats, dude. Hell yeah. I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad. As tax collectors, shouldn't we be able to make some moves on this? Yeah, true. Put a wedding on. I'm happy to hear that, dude. Again, it's pretty hypocritical to be supporting Ukraine, which is fighting against a campaign of ethnic cleansing enacted by Russia, while also turning around and supporting a regime that's actively engaging in a campaign of ethnic cleansing against Palestinians. Yeah, it is. But you understand why that's happening, though, right? Like, you understand the basic reason for that, though. You know, it's because Ukrainians are white. It really, if you want to boil it down to like one fucking thing, it's that's literally it, you know? And I'm not saying that they don't deserve support, you know? I think that, like, you know, fuck Russia for everything that they did. And for invading a sovereign nation. But people want to support Ukraine because they look like us, you know? That's it. Genuinely, I don't believe it boils down to anything further than that. Pro-Israel seem to be anti-Ukraine. When it comes to funding, yeah. But I mean, it's hypocritical in multiple schools of thought, I would say. You make this German feel very welcome. Well, I'm glad you're here, dude. I'm glad you're here. But aren't Russians also white? Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's not about who's oppressing. It's about who's being oppressed, right? And if the people being oppressed look like you and me, right, then the United States government is going to be like, send help. Right? That's what they're going to do. And also because there's a lot of like history between us and Russia not fucking with them, right? You know, I think you remember that whole thing called the Cold War. You know, those sentiments don't just go away. So... The pro-Russian, anti-Palestine folks are just pro-imperialists. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like having weird heartburn. Just one more thing is that what's crazy is Israel military aid is codified in U.S. law, so to change it would require action of Congress. So fuck yeah, it's not gonna. There's so much that needs to be done to stop sending aid to Israel. But the thing is, it could stop tomorrow with one fucking phone call by Joe Biden. And it's not going to happen. And it could stop one day into Kamala Harris's presidency with a phone call from Kamala Harris. But it's not going to happen. You know? Biden. You know, the aid could be temporarily stopped in a day. It actually cannot. I don't believe that that's true. I believe that there's a set of executive orders that could be put into play to at least like, you know, like thrash the fucking support that gets sent to Israel from the United States. Rafah was his red line, Jack. Yeah. Hands off Rafah. Rafah gets bombed. Well, okay. Hands off Rafah. Rafah gets bombed. We'll just keep sending you money anyways. It's fine. You know? Let's be honest. Kamala is only being pro-Israel because she's trying to win over Republicans who think she is anti-Israel. She maybe will do something about the situation if she wins, but she's trying to win over some opposition. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, though. Like, those aren't the fucking voters that you need to be fucking trying to inspire, because you're gonna inspire way more people by trying to actively, you know, push for a ceasefire in a genuine way, and stop saying that, stop pushing that Israel needs to be able to defend itself rhetoric. You know, if she stopped doing that, started pushing the ceasefire rhetoric, and started pushing the fucking genocide rhetoric, then that's gonna fucking help a lot. Democrats don't vote. I think that they fucking would. I think that a lot of Democrats are one issue voters, and this is a huge fucking issue. You know, that's how I feel about it. Now this is crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Would just send me this. I don't know what this is about, but anyways, so many liberals are pro-Zionist. You go pro-Palestinian, you lose the election. Damn. Period. There's more of them than there are folks on the left.
Bugamorphs.
But do you really think that by and large, like people, President Ronald Reagan with the 10 fucking subs.
Any new subscribers that are in today?
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Before I miss my point, I'm sorry. Hold on. Do you really think that Republicans, or do you really think that that there are going to be enough like there will be enough one-issue voters that are pro-Zionist on the Democratic side that would swap to voting for Trump in favor of supporting Israel? Because I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. It's all speculative for me, and I don't want to speak on it because I'm not sure. Thank you, Ronald Raisin, for the 10. I appreciate you. Let me write. I'll read your comment in 1 second. I want to write your name down real quick. Oh, you already did 10. Fuck you. Or wait, fuck me. Fuck, not fuck you. Thank you. Why did I say fuck you? I truly appreciate you sharing your thoughts and feelings on this. Not an easy topic, but one of the reasons I have loved your streams was that you've always been honest and real about shit like this. We have fun farting a CPAP, but hearing your perspective does more for others than you know. Thank you, Ham, Ronald. And I appreciate, by the way, a lot of you guys being mature about this whole thing. You know, I know as soon as I fucking unmute TTS, it's going to be a shit show, but they won't vote for Trump, but they just won't vote, and we'll have another 2016. Yeah, I mean, that's probably accurate. I know I spammed already, but Foodman52, thank you for the 54 months. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know I spammed already, but I need you to know that it's very enlightening to hear you talk about it. I respect you a lot, Ham. Appreciate you living in the country that caused a lot of trauma to a lot of people. Being able to watch you succeed in your endeavors is inspiring, and I'm glad to be part of this open-minded community led by an open-minded good person. Thank you. I appreciate that. They'll likely have data about all of the voters so that they can try and hit every corner they can. Yeah, I mean it's hard for the Democratic Party right now, though, you know, because there's a lot of one-issue voters right now. There's a lot of one-issue voters, and Kamala's going to lose votes on the fact that she's very pro-Israel. You know, I've been listening and trying to understand. Thanks for all that. Well, I appreciate you trying. You know, and I appreciate you listening. I really do. I think that this Friday for Ham Radio, which we will be having at 4:30 Eastern, I am going to do my best to try at least to intercept the queue a little bit to showcase some Palestinian and Lebanese artists. I think that that's a good thing that we could do. Certainly couldn't fucking hurt. So we're going to try that. And yeah, and you know, completely off topic, but this Thursday, the new Mario Party Jamboree comes out, and I want to play that, and I've got some people in mind who I want to play with too. So yeah, industrial military complex needs the dollars back and forth. Sure. Lebanese metal, got it. Well, keep it in mind, I guess. I'm a leftist, and I won't be voting for Harris unless she changes her position. Not voting for Trump under any circumstances, obviously. For the first time in my life, I'm really feeling very conflicted on what to do, because I am registered to vote in New York, and I don't know what to do. I think that on the home front, I think that Project 2025 is scary as shit, and we need to do everything to stop that in the interim, and Kamala Harris, unfortunately, is the only thing standing between between where we're at now and that happening. You're not in a swing state? I know, but I like to think that my vote fucking matters, right? But still, you know, Trump will make everything worse. I think he will. I do. And that's why, like, I'm leaning toward feeling like I need to, you know, vote for Kamala Harris, which sucks. But yeah, it doesn't do any favors to the Palestinian issue. And that's the other thing too, is that I remember one of the things that Asmongold was saying a long time ago, not even just in this particular instance of him being an idiot. But there was a not American here, y'all need to, first of all, if you're not American, don't say y'all. You need to unfuck yourselves over there. It's a gong show watching this unfold. What does that even mean? But I mean, yeah, sure. Pick the lesser of two evils. Yeah, but that's what I fucking did with Hillary, dude. You know? And not enough people did that. And I feel like it's going to be the same this time around, you know? It's going to be the same this time around. One of the things that Asmongold said a long time ago, he was just like, you need to stop bitching about this on the internet and vote. As if fucking voting is going to fucking change this, you know? As if voting is going to change this. This voting will change nothing, right? Joe Biden is the current president of the United States, and we're currently in the situation that we're in. So tell me how voting is going to fix it. It isn't. But I do agree that Trump would be significantly worse for America and possibly even for Palestinians than Kamala Harris would be. So like that's the only saving grace that I have to work off of. So oh my God. What are we saying now? Do you not care about LGBTQ or reproductive rights? Both are bad for immigrants. Both are bad for Palestinians. Both will be bad student loan policy. The issues I care about are not represented by either candidate. I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, sure. Yes. That's another reason I cited the fact that Project 2025 is scary, and with that comes women's reproductive rights, you know? And I'm positive that IRC Master doesn't feels strongly about the fact that abortion should be legal, right? So yeah, someone I caregiver for once told me if voting really changed things, they wouldn't let you do it. Damn straight, damn fucking straight, dude. Kamala tried to gain more moderate voters by taking sides, and it came to bite her in the ass. Huh. To say there's no difference between them on those issues is crazy. It's hard. I don't think that to be honest with you, I don't think that the topic that we're talking about mostly is Israel, right? And I don't think that there's a lot of difference between the two of them when it comes to Israel, Palestine. I really don't. But yeah, sure. Supreme Court is your student loan enemy, not Biden and Harris. I have private student loans. So Trump wins, implements Project 2025. Meanwhile, the voters who didn't vote for Kamala, audible gasp. Who could have seen this coming? Guys, we don't need to go down this road right now. Vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for, as long as it's not Donald Trump. That's all I have to say. You know, because in the end, it's not going to change anything that we talked about tonight, no matter what you do. Okay? The only thing that's going to change what we talked about tonight is protest, is action, is demanding that our tax dollars don't go toward this anymore. And hopefully at some point in the future, we can actually see some headway in not funding the fucking Israeli war machine, you know? If you don't vote, you can't complain about the results. That's true. That is true. You're right. Make sure you vote down ballot, everyone. I definitely will be. I already ordered my mail-in ballot. True. Yes, for sure. RFK Jr. and his Ravens 2024. Okay. All right, relax. Kanye 2025. I will be voting. I will. Voting does matter. Voting is the only reason gay people can get married now. Voting is the only reason we have a lot of the freedoms we take for granted. No, that's true. That's true. But again, we're losing sight of the fact that we're talking about Israel tonight. By and large is what this conversation is about, right? And all I'm trying to say is that your vote will make no difference in that topic. I personally don't think your vote will make any difference on that topic. Yes, by and large. Protesting is a major reason we have those rights as well. Anyways, before chat gets at each other's throats about fucking voting, you know, I think that we can put a bookend on the discussion there. American imperial capitalist machine must go burr, and it doesn't care about you or me. Yeah. I agree, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't vote. No, I 100%. I just said you should vote. You should vote. You should vote, and you should vote not for Donald Trump. You know, that's it. Drop a load of shit off at politicians' houses. Yeah. Go ask to use their bathroom and start flushing non-flushable wipes down their toilet. That's what you should do. Both parties work with military-industrial companies. Yeah, 100%. Thank you for having this discussion, Ham. It means a lot. Of course, dude. Stone Cold Cream Austin. Good way to look at it is voting for Kamala is putting your own oxygen mask on before you help others when the plane is crashing. Yeah. That is a good way of putting it. It is, you're right. That's one way of putting it for sure. Anyways, bookend. Hello? I had to fucking plug my phone in. Why is Fios doing this shit? This is 2 nights in a row. I was having the same problem yesterday. I just had to fucking tether my phone to my computer for internet. I said vote one too many times. Yo, true. It was very laggy most of stream. Now it's smoother. But how come nobody fucking told me? Why did nobody say shit about it being laggy? I had a whole conversation about so much shit. It was fine for me. I didn't notice it. I'm high as shit. Okay. Fios can have its moments as much as I love it over Xfinity. I've had to plug my phone in. Like, sounded like you were having fun. Stream was fine for me. I think it's a Fios NYC issue. I've been having problems these past few days. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fucking, I saw Enterprise posted an Instagram reel this morning or yesterday saying that like everything was fine on his stream, and then all of a sudden his stream went down. Incoherent Dog, thank you for the follow. Laughs and Fiber. I have Fios. Did you not hear what I said? I have Fios. I have fiber. I have a gigabit connection via a fiber optic cable coming to my apartment. So make it make sense, you know? Just got some lag there. Well, we're on my phone right now. We're literally, this stream is running off of the internet from my fucking 4G on my phone. So, oh wait, my phone is connected to my Wi-Fi. Hold on. We get a little spike. Are we okay? Are we fine? Are we okay? Are we all right? Are we okay? It did keep lagging, but I thought it was my internet. Fuck! Are we gonna have to start doing what Wubby does? I don't know if we should, because I'm getting a pretty damn good rate on my fucking server from TT. And his infrastructure costs for me would go way up if I just started streaming to my server all the time. So I feel kind of bad about that. Yeah, when you enable hotspot, it disconnects Wi-Fi. I'm not on a hotspot. I'm tethered. I'm tethered directly to my phone. We don't have to use TT's box. Interesting. Hot take about Kamala. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about the whole voting issue anymore. I don't. That's a hotspot. I'm not connected over Wi-Fi is what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm tethered directly to my phone. So close, Kroga. I don't want to do it. We need to bookend it. We have to. We just have to. Oh, God damn it. Hot take, but Kamala could win over the votes if she went to her local... I'm done. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. I'm over it. Goodbye. Bro, are you fucking serious right now? I'm so over it, dude. I'm so over it. I understand why Carlos banned you now. I can't even fucking unpause TTS right now because it's on my iPad, which connects over the fucking Wi-Fi. And I have to go to the actual website and do it. Can one of the mods do it? Can one of the mods unpause TTS? I'll do it. I got it. I got it open now. Fuck it.
What's all this controversy I hear about someone named Ass-Munch Troll? What's all this controversy I hear about someone named Ass-Munch Troll?
Yo, bitch, this ham guy, kinda chill as Doc and gay. I'm not gay. Mr. White, I just enjoy docking with some bros. Dude poggers.
You know, as long as my bit with Asmongold's face on that German baker wasn't interrupted, then I'm happy. All MSC streamers are having internet issues?
Tell me a story about Ham and Cheddar overfilling a balloon, but replace balloon with his little Jimmy, inflate with goon, pumping up with gooning furiously. Pop Burst Expo'd with bust all over everyone and everything. Overfill, overinflate with overstimulate. One day, Ham and Cheddar decided to throw a party, and they wanted to surprise everyone with a special trick involving his little Jimmy. They started gooning furiously, determined to make it as impressive as possible. As they continued, they could feel the excitement building up. However, caught up in the moment, they overstimulated his little Jimmy. Suddenly, it busted all over everyone and everything, leaving a chaotic scene. Everyone was in awe at the unexpected turn of events, and the party became legendary.
So, I made the mistake of ordering Asmongold's waifu cup months ago because it was a cute design and had cat ears on the lid. But now, well, what I'm trying to say is, does anyone need a new piss cup?
I just have to let these play for now. I'm sorry. We're
Fuck me. It doesn't stop him from being kind of gay.
I'm doing this only to shitpost when the queue opens.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Do you like that? I ask, my breathing heavy and my mind tense with gay lust. Yeah, Keith says. Keep going. Lower. I rub down even farther across Keith's oblong body, suddenly noticing a rather large protrusion from his otherwise smooth hull. Now that I am up this close, I can plainly see that it's a massive cock and balls. I freeze.
Dan, are you here?
Something wrong, Keith asks. No, I tell the plane, then try my best to collect myself.
Is
I take a
Dan
deep
here?
breath, then wrap my lotion-covered hand around the jet plane's gigantic cock.
We'll get back to that in a second. I genuinely need this shit down here, the Tangia paused on the bottom left. I need that to be movable. I need that shit to be fucking movable. It bothers the fuck out of me that it's covering my shit, which means I either need to move it or I need to figure something out. I don't know, but it bothers the fuck out of me that I need to move it, or that it's covering shit up. And here's the thing. I see myself needing to pause TTS a lot more, you know, coming up in the future. Because goddamn if it's not fucking taking over stream half the time. You know, like that's why I'm going to have to put the price up. Like the new price for TTS at base level is probably going to be 100 at this point, you know? And like, don't get me wrong. I think that your guys' TTS is fucking hilarious. I do. I think you guys are funny. All right. I like your TTS. All right. I just don't like the fact that it's constantly interrupting the stream. You know, 200, take it or leave it. Fuck, man. We could play around with it. I don't like that it constantly gets in the way of shit, you know? Like, I'm happy to be interrupted for more money. Which is why we have to raise the price. We just have to. We really do. 200 to 250 sounds fair. I feel like that's a lot. I don't want it to be that much. But it might have to be. It's like right now it's 75. It needs to go up to like, it might need to go up to 150, honestly. 125, maybe. Test the waters at 100. I feel like 100 is not even going to make, I know I just said 100, but I feel like it's not even going to make that much of a difference. What was this?
Anthropomorphic cockroach baker making bread in a bakery.
Announcing my TTS. This is what I'm talking about. Well, this is okay, actually. This is what we're looking for. Some people need to slow down with it. 150, good. 200 be fine. I'd rather start closer to 100.
The missile was aimed at a geographic location. We won't specify the missile has had a change of heart, but the missile is conflicted about what to
Probably
do.
125.
The missile is thinking he doesn't want to hit the target, but he also has no purpose without the target. The missile is in an existential crisis. The missile needs help. The missile is running out of fuel. Oh no, this got saved.
Why did that say N-word? What the fuck? Oh wait, what? Oh, that's not it. Okay. Welp. Just pausing it. I was here. It was for what do you call it? Because I was trying to set up the ban list or something like that. I can't remember what it was for. It's for a good reason, trust me. We need to do AI, right? Is that search now? No, ask AI. Or just AI. Just AI, right? Wait, why are these things coming up? Oh, AI. Okay, it's because it's in the descriptions. Yeah, we gotta do ask AI. All right, so all the ask AI ones are gonna be 175. Is that even a possibility? No, it's 150 or 2 for ask AI. We'll start with 150. All right, goddamn, bro. All right, it's done.
My tits, my cock, my dangly bits, my nipples are fuck yes, my nipples, my CPAP, being farted in my stoma stinky, my juicy taint, my smooth ass cheeks, just pull my pants down and lick my whole bitch, taking it old school on you motherfuckers, David Attenborough in this bitch, getting his cock sucked raw, baby. Put my fat cock in between your fat tits and let me cream all over them titties. Baby woo, yeah, let me beat your ass like a drum with my 12-inch cock. Fuck yeah, suck my balls till I fart hard.
Thank you, Roar. Thank you. I appreciate the update. Thank you so much. Do you think 50 cents more will stop Roar?
An anthropomorphic roach live streamer sitting at a computer desk among mounds of trash inside an attic.
Well, the thing with Roar is that like Roar is like a 2 to 3 TTS per stream type guy these days. You know, he'll hit the stream with like his updates. You know, on like what's happening in conversation with throwing in a couple cockballs and nipples.
A reading from the Lectito Divinitatis, fuck yeah. The plane tells me, stroke that fucking dick. I do as I'm told, getting to work with the best hand job of my life as I rapidly beat off my gay lover's rod. I'd never even considered hooking up with a plane before, but now that we are deep in it, I know that this was the right choice. I'm hornier than I've ever been. My body literally quaking with desire as a service. This massive living machine.
It takes 10-20 seconds every time. You're just sitting there. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I don't know, man. It's best when the TTS is in context, but when it's unrelated and super long, it's kinda dies of cringe. Yes. Yeah. That's one way of putting it for sure. I agree. I do. Because I like the TTS to like interrupt with its like interjections about what's happening every now and again, you know? But then there's, you know, the missile reading from the Lectito Divinitatis, Lectito Divinitatis, or whatever.
Long ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear, there was a village somewhere. One day, a girl from that village went into the mountains to gather firewood. She found well-dried deadwood deep in the forest, so she kept going further in. Before she realized it, the sun was setting, and
this is the last
she
one.
Had lost her way.
This is the last one.
Around her, there were droppings from a typhlosion, which made the girl anxious.
Okay. All right. Typhlosion lore? What? Okay. We've put our bookends on everything. Well, actually, I mean, there is one thing that I didn't even get to talk about. Is I tweeted earlier today, and I wanted to point out this. This is the last thing on it, I promise. I tweeted earlier today. This guy fucking replied to my tweet, and here's the thing: if your name is out there publicly on the internet, like not your name, but if you're attaching, you know, some really crazy racist shit to the shit that you're saying on Twitter, I see no fucking reason to like block your name out. I don't care, and that goes the same with Twitch chat. If somebody comes in my Twitch chat and says some horrible shit, I'm going to include your name in the tweet screenshot, right? But this guy said, like, to my tweet from yesterday, said, "Fucking rats, I hope Israel will achieve a final solution." Now, if you're not aware, right, the final solution was what the Germans referred to when they were talking about the Holocaust, aka killing all the Jews, right? Which is crazy. That's crazy. It's such a crazy thing to say. It's so crazy. And I said, if you want to know why I care about Asmongold saying the shit he did, these are the type of replies his rhetoric enables. I don't care if it's trolling. Don't care if it's rage bait. Could be either one of those things, obviously, right? Real people are getting carpet bombed, and his platform props up people like this in droves. And then again, a Merriam-Webster guy says, "What carpet bombing?" Which, by the way, totally did happen. Okay, there was like classic carpet bombing that happened back in May. And says, "There you go, just saying random shit. It's annoying seeing you talk about facts and accuracy and just throw out buzzwords. Go ahead and post an example of carpet bombing. I've said it already. Stop telling people they're wrong and prove you're right." And fucking, dude, just in the past year, they've dropped 70,000 tons of bombs over Gaza, surpassing the bombing of Dresden, Hamburg, and London combined during World War II. And we're talking about a fucking... Oh, this guy's still replying to me. Yeah, someone called Dolly, like, a bunch of names and shit, you know, and Dolly's just been having fun with them. She likes to have fun with the trolls. She goes back and forth. So, yeah. It's honestly, like you're gonna Merriam-Webster me about fucking carpet bombing, when in reality, the fucking bombing situation, while maybe is mostly considered precision bombing, has still been way more bombs dropped, more tonnage of bombs dropped than Dresden, Hamburg, and London combined during World War II. So says Wikipedia. You know, precision is loosely used, by the way. They know where the bomb's going to drop. They just don't care how many people are precisely in that area when it happens to be. So it's funny to troll back the trolls, yeah. I was a mod once. I was accused of playing with my food and maybe... Wait, what? Anyways, that's just another thing that happened that just pissed me off, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Letter topic to frustrate you in a different way. When is the next crowd control stream? I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know, because I'll tell you what I do. I never got to finish the GTA campaign in crowd control. And shouts out to a homie of the stream, Medusa Disadusa. He did I think before TwitchCon, he said, like, stream doesn't end until I beat GTA 5 crowd control. And I do want to play more GTA 5 crowd control. What game would chat choose? I don't care what game chat chooses. I want to do GTA 5. But yeah, I really do. TikToks and a little weed? Fuck. Smoke a little weed. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyway. I'll smoke some weed before I end stream, and I'll see how I feel. How's that? I have pre-rolled joints just for the occasion. You know? Now it's time to settle down and party, folks. Now it's time to settle down and party and chill and have a good time. Because that is mostly what we do here. Stream doesn't end until he beats crowd control GTA. Bro's gonna die in his chair. Well, I don't know. Again, I don't think I would do it all in one stream like Medusa did. You know? I do have a life, kind of, that I want to get back to at the end of my days. And also, I think chat would get bored of it after a while. and I can probably min-max getting more money out of it if I do it over multiple streams. Just being transparent, you know? Just being transparent. But yeah. Just being real. Just being real, dog. Multiple CC streams? Well, yeah, I don't want to bore chat with too much crowd control, because too much of anything is bad, right? Spawn industrial vehicles MVP. Yeah, it hinders me a lot, doesn't it? It does. I'm gonna smoke to do it. Let's put out daily dose right now, just to like settle. Did you guys like my my German baker bit? Was that good? Did that rustle your jimmies? Did we enjoy that?
Hello everyone, this is your
nearly dose of the internet. Oh no, the latest one is 3 days ago. Oh, we didn't even watch it. Oh no, this is the crazy nature
These
one.
are the craziest.
Man, we'll do this.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Delivery pickup. Oh, I hate that sound.
Dad wanted to give virtual reality a try.
You gotta hold the right trigger down.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Hut!
You gotta hold it, keep it held down, and then don't move!
Oh my god. How do you get that separated from reality, dude? Oh no! That sucks. Oh my god! Oh no! Damn. Oh, y'all are fucked.
I think this guy might owe this pigeon some money.
It's a pigeon! How does a pigeon go 60?
Oh shit. Yo, Crow Guy, is that a pigeon? What is that? Is that, he's flying fast as fuck, boy. Mr. Jimmy Jam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Them with some birds. 3 women walking down the street that way. I said, why you walking down that way? There's nothing down that way. And then they flew away. I said, oh, there's some birds.
What did you bring in from outside, huh? Is it a stick? Yes, it is.
So I can speak in 3 voices at the same time. Hello? 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 How are you?
They told the waitress to take away their dad's food while he was eating.
That's funny as fuck.
They were cutting down this tree that had a disease, and it was apparently hiding an entire waterfall.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. I hope you've been showing your pussy tonight, baby. Baby, 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 baby.
Oh, hey, Maya, what's up? Oh, hey, Maya, what's up? Maya, are you getting the new Mario Party Jamboree?
What's up, Maya Dancer? Hey, ham, what's up, Maya Dancer? Hey, ham, what's up, Maya
Maya
Dancer?
Dancer?
Hey,
Hey,
ham,
what's up, Maya Dancer? Hey,
what's up, Maya Dance?
Mayonnaise Danimals. Hey, everyone hit the fucking follow button at the top right of the chat right now to follow Maya Danny. Thank you for the raid, Mayonnaise Danimals. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. We're talking about Israel tonight and my Jewish perspective on it. And we got very deep and we had a lot of conversation. And basically, Asmongold kind of cringed. The video was your ass earlier. The video was your ass earlier. The video. What does that mean? The tree video. Oh, what, this video? What, this is my ass? The tree video? Is this what you're saying? It's my ass. Poopy tree. Tree with the poo-poo water. Thank you, Maya, for the fucking raid. I appreciate you. Follow Maya. Friend of the stream. Friend of the me. I did do a big poop. I started stream late because I did a big poo-poo. I did. Ham showed his balls earlier. I missed it. No, well, kind of. Okay, I don't know. I showed my balls, as in my balling of my eyes. I cried a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'll own it, though. It was for a good reason. But yeah, I hate missing things. It's all right. But Maya should get the new Mario Party Jamboree and we should play it. We should play that shit. Group crying sesh. Hell yeah, dude. Maya Mario Party. We should play, Maya. Let's do it. I wanna have fun. Play game. Have fun. Have fun. Play game. Play game. Have fun. I'm crying. We're watching Daily Dose right now, just to like unwind and like kind of I guess eye bleach ourselves from the whole conversation we just had. It was a lot. So, anyways, that was my ass. But
how's it even possible to train a bird to do this?
Bird. Oh shit, yo, he lounging. Hey, yo, stop, bro. Yo, send him to the Olympics, dude. We smoking? I just smoked. I'm pretty high right now. Take it to the bank.
This guy didn't see the wet cement that was in the road.
Oh, stop, bro. Oh, no.
Did you get that?
Oh, no.
Look, throw the hat. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dramatic, dude. Hey, but how about, why didn't we do that to begin with? I'm sorry, but I feel like construction guys over here really don't have anybody to blame but themselves, right?
What?
Like, why wouldn't you properly block it off? Oh, good night. 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 Damn, bro. He's having a bad day now.
We're new here. This is an OSHA violation.
What the fuck?
This probably wasn't the best place to be on a super windy day.
That was weird. I thought it was a mirror. I was so confused. And then it made sense.
This probably wasn't the best place to be on a super windy day.
It was? They shook hands. What are you talking about? The top is a mirror, but look, there's a pass-through underneath and there's sinks on both sides.
We're new here. This is an OSHA violation.
I like how they call it an
This
OSHA
probably wasn't
violation.
the best place to be on a super windy day.
It's so you could pass the bag. Oh, shit. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Oh, shit. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Oh, stop, bro. I know those are the IKEA chairs. Dem says those IKEA chairs. I won't sit on them either. You know, I just won't.
She was trying to open up her can of biscuits.
Bitch. Fucking twist it, you goddamn doofus. What's she doing? Like... Oh no. That's not the wheel that's supposed to turn. That's not the wheel that's supposed to turn.
I found a video.
Yo. She just did a fucking whole ass back bend. What the fuck? That's crazy. Her soul really did leave her body.
Scary turkey.
Yo, she really held on to that leash pretty good though. Someone's going to yep. Oh my God, Spider-Man! What the fuck? Shut up, dude. That's crazy. That little man have his moment again. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. Hey, can you pour me a glass
That's
of water?
crazy.
Oh, hey, careful.
That's my bad.
Oh no. The flood. Oh, are they gonna do it the
This
what?
guy was learning how to.
Huh? What?
That's my bad.
It's alright.
That's not how that works.
This guy was learning.
Oh, it was like, but the whole drink stayed intact. I see. He did it slowly. Right? Hold on, we'll put it in slow-mo. We'll play back speed quarter. See, the whole drink stays intact. That's wild. Foam stay up, dude. What the fuck?
This guy was learning how to be a hibachi chef.
You better relax, bro. I got a whole bottle.
He's gonna put it in his hat.
Oh, what is
Yo, what?
She pretended to collapse to see how her geese would react.
They don't give a fuck. Oh, are they gonna peck? Side duck used peck.
Look at this, yeah? Perfect lap to sit or lay on, but this is who she prefers.
She's a little haunted kitty. Just fucking let her have it, dude. You know? Don't be so possessive of your haunted kitty.
These kids wanted to surprise Grandma at the airport by wearing costumes, but Grandma had the same idea.
Shut up.
They wouldn't let her back inside,
Yeah,
so
that's
she thought of
wild.
a good idea.
Wait, was that JFK? No, it wasn't.
They
Never
wouldn't
mind.
let her back inside, so she thought of a good idea.
If you just let me squeeze, she's like, come over here.
Alright, I'll come home with you, hey?
She's gonna trick you. She's gonna do a 180. See, she did a 180.
These damn kids, bro.
This guy is trying to remodel his kitchen.
Fucking idiot, bro. Idiot. You fucking idiot, bro. Bro. I like how you wore a Steph Curry jersey for the event too. What the fuck? Dude is killing it but LARPing at the same time.
He really fell asleep at his own birthday party.
Oh, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
It was a smart idea to check first to make sure it was safe to sit down.
But you determined yes from that? There was so much give. What do you mean? That shit flexed that much and you gave it yes?
First to make sure it was safe to sit down.
That's a no for me, dog. No. Hell no. You fucking idiot. Oh no, honey.
They thought making portraits of each other would be a good idea.
What do I have long? You ready?
Stop, bro. Stop. Stop. Hey, yo, let me say something, though. Back when I was in, like, first grade, though, I'll tell you that if ever I had to draw people on, like, a scene of some sort, you know, if I ever had to, like, draw people, I would just draw black people because, it was an easier crayon to find than white people crayon, you know? which I think is pretty progressive. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a pretty progressive way of thinking, right? I was like, who cares what color they are as long as it looks realistic? You know, I'm looking for realism here. I don't give a shit what race they are. You know what I mean? After all that, you tell us this. I had a Betsky with a hard R. What? Why? Why? We have so few emote slots left. Why? Is the crayon named that? Black people crayon? No, it was brown. Is what it was. You know?
I think I found the perfect car for parallel parking.
Shit. Yo, give me that, bro. Give me that in the city, bro. Stop calling it brown people crayon. All right? Stop.
Kangaroos were on the track, so this worker called the train to slow
I didn't
down.
say that. No, I did. I didn't say brown people crayon. Did I? I might have. Yeah, actually I did. I didn't say urban crayon though. All right?
This poor horse is going through some hard times.
Oh no, he's sitting.
Oh dear God.
Yo, Betsky with wanking. That sucks. Betsky with wanking, is a good emote combination. I'm gonna do it right now. Betsky wanking. Doug. Big Doug.
This giant meteor was spotted flying over the Philippines a few days ago.
What?
It's just a little weird at the crotch.
I believe that's a foul. Damn, bro.
Yep, and it brings down the skin's temperature. See how it kind of got stuck on the beard?
That is Yema's video. Hope I made your day just a little better. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Later.
Later. Bye. Bye, Dilly Does. Bye. Okay, fuck me. Goddamn. Somebody. Shut up. Fail Army. Oh, damn. It's like a tow truck tug of war, though. Fuck. That's kind of badass. I don't think I have any TikToks for you guys. I deleted TikTok from my phone. I feel like I'm not going to have any TikTok likes for you guys anymore. I don't think. I think it's going to be limited to whatever you guys send me for like share or short when we do it. But yeah, I'm detoxing. In like a big way. I think I like don't want it on my phone at all anymore. I still have it because I have an account and I need it. And I will be posting to TikTok again, but I have it on my second phone, on my like IRL streaming phone, this guy. So I'm not even like, which I keep off all the time. It was eating all my time. Yeah, I think it sucks. I mean, now I'm still relegated to Instagram Reels, right? But those at least I can like, you know, send to Dolly, and at least well here, Instagram Reels they are so racist. It's crazy sometimes. I seen so much more racism on IG Reels than I do on fucking TikTok. It's just as bad. Is it? I don't know. I mean, I guess I just don't get served it on TikTok, but IG comments are wild. That's true. YouTube Shorts are more for me. If I'm at my desk, I'll be sitting here on Shorts sometimes, but I need to, all short form content is brain rotting. It is. And I actively want to make an effort to do less of it, which is why TikTok went on my phone. TikTok is gone now. I'm not fully off it yet, but like I'd like to, you know, not rely on it as much anymore for entertainment. I think like if I keep it to shitting only, you know, all that's gonna do is just make my poo-poo breaks longer. But at the end of the day, like if it's only happening during my poo-poo breaks, Why is there green and blue in the black crayons? What's... How old is your IRL phone? Does it need replacing? It's a Pixel 3 XL. I know you gave me my Pixel 3, and then Pat gave me a Pixel 3 XL. It doesn't get Android updates anymore, I'll tell you that much. I don't know, I mean, fuck, like... What, does somebody want to send in a newer Android phone than a Pixel 3 XL that I can use for my IRL streaming? If so, you can let me know. It just needs to be able to take eSIM cards, because that's how I want to do it sometimes. You got to offset the short form content by watching 4-hour video essays and shit. I just don't have the attention span for it, though. I don't. But Jordan Fringe put out a new video today about Magic School Bus. So shouts out to that. You know, go check that out. I got a Z Flip laying around. What's that? What's a Z Flip? What number? We're on the Z Flip 6 now. What number Z Flip? Do I even want a Z Flip? You gotta relearn to be able to. Yeah, true. Does he talk about when the whole class got cummed out of a fish? I don't know, Jordan, did you? To our video essays for background noise during work. True. What is this? Videos about brain rot. I watched this the other day. You should at some point. How long is it? Is it too long to watch on stream? Dolores? It's 41 minutes. It is too long to watch on stream.
Are you suffering from brain rot? Do you reach for your phone?
It does look like a good video, though.
Hi.
Because
are you suffering from brain rot?
It starts.
Do you reach for your phone before brushing your teeth in the morning? Do you have a double?
Why is it not pausing the fucking video for me? Anyway, whatever. It's long for stream, maybe. Yeah. They got cummed on. LG V60 costs $120 and has Android 13. I don't know. Whatever, bro. Whatever. 6? Damn. Wait, 6 what? Is it the what? Your Z Flip? Are you actually trying to give me a Z Flip, or what are you saying? It's a 6th generation Z Flip? I was lying. Oh, you're lying. Okay, good. I could always use one. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. Like having an extra like smartphone laying around for purposes for stream related shit is never a bad thing for me. All new Androids come with TikTok installed. Are you serious, bro? Wait, how long have I had Tangia paused for? There's nothing even in the queue.
Long ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear, there was a village somewhere. One day, a girl from that village went into the mountains to gather firewood.
We did hear this.
She found
What do you mean you deleted TikTok? Very bad. 20 social credits have been deducted. Di Deng Gong Min and your internet access card. Sheng Wang Tong Xingzheng has been suspended for 24 hours. Re-download TikTok now and report to your local CCP compliance officer, Renmin Gongchandang People, Sui on Go.
It's gonna go fast.
Communist Party again, or we will be forced to ELA. Jiu Shuijiao, send party agents to escort you to a re-education van. Renmin Xing Xing Che.
It doesn't stop there.
Attention! Citizen 市民请注意. This is the Central Intelligentsia of the Chinese Communist Party. 您的 Internet 浏览器里是董引起了我们的注意. Your Internet activity has attracted our attention. 之门注意了 serious crime 以及世界其他地方. Bambred, social credits have been deducted from your account. 这对我们来的下属来说都是一个重要的机会. Stop this immediately 立即加入我传活动提前获得 Do not do this again. 不要再这样做. Install TikTok now. 立即重新安装 TikTok. If you do not hesitate, more social credits will be subtracted. 有人民应不 CCP ham do be kinda hey do.
Hey. Goofy speaking Chinese is not on my bingo card. True. I feel that. Hey do. Sorry, but how is this not racist? Goofy speaking Chinese? How is it racist? He's speaking Chinese. There's nothing racist inherently about someone speaking
Lady
Chinese.
Dimitrescu farting into Duke Nukem's CPAP machine. Duke is very happy about this.
That's not a fart. That's a mouth fart. That ain't real. Goofy's fluent. Yeah, he's like it's like his first language. What are you talking about? Clearly. I mean, did you hear his tones? You know, like the TikTok slander. It's not spyware. Oh. Define spyware though. Because I don't believe that China's doing nothing with the data that TikTok gets on people. You know, call me a conspiracy theorist. You know, it's to make us stupid for real. I mean, it's like verifiable at the very least, right? That like the TikTok algorithm in China is all like science and education based, and ours is literally brain rot based. So if that's not like, then what's the motivation behind that then? You know, like why does China not get brain rot content, and why do we? Right? CIA is just mad they didn't think of it first. True. What's China gonna do? Invest in our infrastructure? Ooh, scary. This is the future of warfare and control through apps and the internet. I feel like you're not wrong. You know, I feel like you're not wrong. People often forget there's an entirely different TikTok. They don't get like 60% of the brain rot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Nile Red though for making STEM shit on fucking TikTok. Like his shit is good. I like him. Oh, and then also the British like roadman. He's like, this is sodium nitrate in it. We're gonna mix it with gallium. You know? How do we see China TikTok to see the difference? I don't know. I'm not approving this thick cock fucking god damn it.
Am I doing it right? Pingwing.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. You can't just be accused of racism and then start doing that. You can't do that. Right? Like you can't do that. If you scroll apps and play games on your phone for more than an hour a day, you have an addiction. I have an addiction, and the first step is people admitting, because all people do is cope. I definitely do too. I do too, for sure. I'm trying to not do that anymore. But at the end of the day, if I'm not on my phone, I'm going to be on my computer. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm not addicted. It's a hobby. You know? I'm not addicted. It's my hobby. You know? I'm tasting the terps. You know what I mean? In this crack. I'm tasting for the terpenes in this crack. I'm playing my Nintendo DS right now. What does that mean? I feel like that's pretty cool, actually. I should play my Nintendo DS. I haven't played my Nintendo DS in a while. Where is it? It's down here. Is it even like on right? Is it charged right now? I wonder. Let me see. We're gonna see together. We're gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. This is my DS. It was put together by Demooch. Shouts out. Oh, that's the volume slider. Wait, how do I turn it on? Shows how long it's been since I used it. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Do I have a stylus? Oh yeah. Bam. Well, this is annoying right now.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是《速度与激情9》比冰淇淋《速度与激情》《速度与激情9》我最喜欢，所以现在音乐时间准备1、2、3，2个礼拜以后《速度与激情9》，2个礼拜以后《速度与激情9》，2个礼拜以后《速度与激情9》，不要忘记，不要错过去电影院看《速度与激情9》。因为非常好电影，动作非常好，差不多一样。冰淇淋再见。
I never played Golden Sun. Oh, Spirit Tracks. I never played that either. What's that? Okay, is that a caked up chicken? Golden Sun is goated. I've heard The Sims 3 on Nintendo DS. Can you guys even see this well enough? I feel like it's hard to pick up. Like if I drop that camera so much, like down to there, you could definitely see it a lot better. What else do I have? Phantasy Star Zero. So many Final Fantasy games. I never cared for turn-based strategy, or turn-based RPGs either. Legend of Spyro, Moshi Master, or Moshi Monster Moshing. What? Zoo Tycoon, Star Wars Force Unleashed. Are these like side scrollers? Like what are they? JRPG is my shit growing up. You see this? What is this? What? Okay, hold on. GameCubator Labs and Meta 2 partnership announcement. Meta 2? Lucky enough to join Wizards of the Coast under the guidance of Peter Adkison at the dawn of Magic: The Gathering. Through tournaments, conventions, magazines, and more, Magic found thousands of people who loved it. Some of the same people are still playing it today. Millions of... You see, okay, yeah, all this stuff about... Okay. 2 decades as EVP, working with some of the best developers. So EVP from Wizards. At Pokemon Company. From my experience, I learned the importance of several things, but above all, learned the power of humanity to deliver games that matter. At GameCubator Labs, humanity is not just an influence, it's our whole objective. In many ways, we are new. Our name is likely new to you. Our team is working in this combination for the first time, and today we're announcing that MetaZoo TCG will be our first product to come to market. Yo, what the fuck? Ham getting paid? I mean, yeah, I still have to finish my thing, but yes. Ideally, hopefully. Our team members have spent hundreds of years collectively living and breathing cards and games alongside you. We've piloted card concepts through every stage of production, every phase of developing trading card culture so far. Shit! Yo, look at our team roster, kind of insane, to be honest. We're looking forward to taking everything we've learned and putting it behind a property that we believe in, MetaZoo. Cryptids are a global presence with deep regional ties. Billions of people have heard the stories, and some purport to have experienced firsthand the power of their stories. Is at the heart of human storytelling. We're happy to announce our first MetaZoo product will be a new original trading card game available in Q1 2025. This base set will be the first of several planned expansions that begin to develop the world of MetaZoo. What? Glad I didn't sell or open anything. But they're saying that it'll be a new original trading card game. Does that mean it's gonna be completely different? Are old cards not going to be playable anymore? Like, I wouldn't say old cards are worthless, but are they going to be playable anymore? Sounds like the original is dead forever. But if this grows in popularity, if this matters, if this game matters in 10 years and people are playing it, then I think that the old shit from before it turned maybe, it sounds like they're buying the IP more than anything. True. Yeah. It's the lore, yeah. It says expansion. It says original will be a new original trading card game available in 2020. The base set will be the first of several planned. Oh, this base set will be the first set of several planned expansions. So is the base set an expansion? Oh, is that actually how it is? I'm already in the MetaZoo Games Discord. Does that mean, do I still have perms in here? I'm looking in there right now. I don't see anything in it. It's like broken. View. Follow. No, what? What's happening? I'm so confused. Our team. Former EVP of Pokemon Company International, Rick Ahrens. Emily Ahrens, former SVP Licensing and International Business of Pokemon Company. Shut up, Richard Garfield, lead game designer. What? Richard Garfield? For Magic the Gathering, King of Tokyo and Keyforge. Ham. President Ronald Raisin, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. They got Richard Garfield on the team? Scaff Elias. Lead game designer, former SVP of Magic the Gathering R&D. This is going to be big. Well, okay, hold on. This isn't financial advice. What the fuck? I should get in contact with them and be like, hey, like, so I used to do the streams. Ham's getting paid, at least for the old shit that I did. Yeah, this is nuts. They got a whole fucking team here of like really competent looking people. And let me tell you something, though. This is concerning. And I'll tell you why. Because friends of mine, some people that I know, have created a game called Cryptid Camp. People who used to work at MetaZoo prior to its sale. And yeah, they're coming out with shit. They're coming up with stuff. And they got packs already and a bunch of shit. And I'm worried because this team is absolutely not the team that we just saw. I mean, God bless them. I love them to death. But they're not like seasoned veterans. Like having worked for, CEO has his son employed on the roster. Okay, I saw Bailey was involved with Cryptid Camp, and that was enough for me to pass. Well, that's your opinion. I mean, I didn't swear it up because here's the thing: Emilio's involved in Cryptid Camp, and I fucking love Emilio, right? That's why it's concerning to me. Hope you didn't ruin that Mothmussy card. Which one? I have some cards still. I do. I got some cards still, bro. And I'll probably hang on to them. I'll probably just hang on to them for now. Because I got some stuff. Double vintage MetaZoo. I'll have to relook at what I have. Anyways. I don't know, man. All right, we've chatted for a while. We've yapped for a while tonight. What was your favorite part? Shut up, Ham. How did you guys enjoy the stream tonight? The emotional stuff. I have the packs you gave me for the pass. Yo, shut up, bro. I'm gonna find a raid. I'm gonna find a raid real quick. I'm going to find a raid. I might just raid Rizzoli. I don't know. But I have raided Rizzoli quite a few times. And I'm here to say, I know me some penis and I made away. I don't know what to do. I can raid IC. I'll raid ICN. I could do that. Roll for initiative? No. Raid ICN. I have marijuana in my system. I'm high. I raided Kevy recently. Nandre could do. Well, I already said ICN. I'm gonna do it. Give her some love. Give her some love. Get the raid messages in the chat. I will be back on Thursday, and we're gonna play Mario Party Jamboree. Crew playing, not currently 100% yet. Rizzoli is the only one who's expressed interest in doing so. So we'll see. It is an expensive game, but he said he'd be down. So, but we'll see who else. I have marijuana in my system. I am high. Get your Ched raids in the chat. Get your raid messages in the chat. Show ICN some love when you show up. Give her the daps. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, right back here at twitch.tv/ham and cheddar. And then ham radio on Friday at 4:30 p.m. at twitch.tv/ham radio. !radio in the chat right now. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for listening to what I had to say, honestly. Thank you for any gifted subs. Oh, we made the exact sub goal. That's crazy. Appreciate that. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here, and give your love to ICN. I'll see you guys over there. Have a good night. Bye-bye.